Yeah, decent rolls today.
Don't use them all. Save some of that lady luck for the game.
Who was the person that kept on like critically failing last time? That was fun.
I was in the tube the entire game, so I don't think it was me.
Ruben?
I critically passed like at least once.
I critically failed twice. Maybe it's me.
Maybe.
Was it Tom Blues?
It's gonna be
Could have been Tom Blues.
I think it was Tom.
I think it was, yeah. Because didn't he get like kicked in the throat and just out for the rest of the fight? Like one turn into the fight, and my backup, he goes, no!
Oh, Tom Blues.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, he
a
like
guy.
tried to like, I think he tried to seduce me
He
or
like
something,
ran at the
but
guy
he like.
and like went to like jump kick him.
Oh yeah. No, he dropped the axe.
And then like went to
Yeah.
go like brawl with him.
Yeah. And then critically
no, I don't need
failed
this.
and got his throat kicked
You
in.
might not want to do that. Oh, Tom Blues doesn't need an axe. Tom Blues does definitely need the axe.
Well,
Everybody needs an axe.
he does have Daredevil, so that would have given him like a slight bonus.
Does
But
he
I'm
have
pretty
Daredevil?
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure like the
Plus
bonus
one
the
to
axe would
impulsive
have.
act.
Yeah.
Plus 2 it.
Plus 2, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
It's
pretty sure
plus
that's.
2 to all your actions as long as you're
Impulsive.
totally idiotic.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that bonus would not compensate for the damage loss on the axe. But it,
Well, you could have still kept the axe and go swinging in. That would
Yeah.
be...
Yeah.
should have tried to throw the axe at him.
No, because then he would have caught it and he would have run in and then got hit in the face.
Right? You know what?
That's large. Shots fired. Bruh.
So I'll remember that when I get out of the tube.
I'm just getting comfy.
What fucking fuck are you doing?
There's no back thing.
We're live too, I think. I think we're
Oh,
live.
hey, how you doing? One person watching us.
Yeah.
Nobody watches
There's
us,
no
man.
one watching
In
us. Come on.
Thailand.
That's alright.
That
They don't have
stumbled.
to. It's so that people don't show up. They can watch it later.
You are giving us way too much credit.
No, there's like one person watching from Thailand that stumbled onto the stream and thinks it's something completely different.
Just
They're waiting for the new Microsoft Surface announcement.
They
The
probably,
fuck is
They
this?
probably they redub it with other stuff with Korean. We're saying completely different things in Korean.
Let's see.
Ruben's like just a celebrity. He's like funny dying beard man or something.
Always dead. That's his nickname. Always dead.
Ruben is
twice
killed.
in a row.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
You can't live it down.
Oh.
That's-
Oh. Thanks, man.
Yeah. We didn't actually, because we actually retracted one of those debts. But
Yeah.
it still haunts you to this day.
It's still a notch on the belt.
Yeah, that's like achievement unlocked. You do that on purpose so that you get that achievement and like, die twice in rapid succession.
God damn it.
Then you mashed the quick load key and managed to come back to life. Okay, that's not energy drink. That's deodorant. I don't want to drink that.
Are you sure? I hear deodorant is pretty good for you. As well as this new
I'll
drink
I'll share it.
called bleach.
It's just
Top 10 things you need on a
Drink it.
desert island.
a boat.
Where's it going?
No, I'm talking about deodorant, man. Deodorant and bleach. It's like, it's
I'm gonna mix them together to make a flare.
the multi-uses of deodorant and bleach.
So who wants to do a recap of last game's shenanigans?
Ruben does.
Ruben's really good at it too, you know?
I chilled in a tube. Tom Blues happened.
Blues happened,
Tom
yeah.
Blues happened a couple times.
Yeah.
A couple times, yeah.
Then he disappeared because Gab's time traveled, and then he reappeared somewhere
Yeah,
else.
after you guys went down into the electrical tube and found the room with Durandal in it over and over again.
Well, technically this guy.
Well, yeah, this guy over here found it over and over again. Once as I guess a victim, once as a perpetrator, and once as an observer. Is that more or less right?
Yeah.
Yes, that is directed towards you
Yeah.
on the phone.
Yeah, no, I was just like going through my head, you know.
Yeah. And then you guys left that little area and went along the corridors, and a train came at you, and Ruben managed to get back out of the way into the kind of corridor leading to the
And
red
then
room.
he like
Fucked with time.
reversed time for him, but not
Yeah.
for me. So I was still in the hole.
Then you fought the Terminator with Tom Blues.
Yeah, and Gabs came up and
Helped me scoop my remains into a test tube
yeah,
so
well,
I could be regrown again.
well, actually helped me help you.
And,
Very well, yeah.
and you're gonna be getting a gun dick.
No,
Yeah.
we retconned that with the time warp.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No gun dick this time.
No. I really wanted a 50 caliber penis, you guys.
Well, then you just come out of the tube and you look like me. You know?
I've always been curious to figure out how you load those guns.
It's what stuff?
Shove that cartridge up your ass.
No, it's like a revolver. You gotta load them every time.
One at a time. God. Yeah, that's right, because I met Tom Blues a couple times. The first time after getting you...
Yeah.
Well, both times after getting...
No, the first
Or
time.
no,
and
that's
then
right. The first
the second
time, and then the
around,
second time he was in the train.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had my
Because
first
Tom Blues knows when
weirdo,
he's needed.
hallucination. Well, conscious hallucination. Which was almost frightening, but
Oh, yeah.
not really. Which was also erased after Tom Blues, or after Gabs' character weirded time
Can
out.
we just rig it up so whenever you turn time back, it starts playing Time Warp from Rocky Horror?
Fuck!
And we have what is likely a crazy version of you running around with murder,
There's like
murderous
9
intent.
versions
Yeah,
of
there's
that.
a million versions of me.
No, but like the Durandal version.
It's like the fucking Mr. Smith army. It's just a bunch of really
Are
skinny,
you-
long-haired guys chasing us around.
Are you the time cop? Are you time cop? Is this what this is?
It's a very
Maybe.
terrible dimension of
Maybe
the
not.
the good doctor.
Mm.
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Come here often? I do.
Gab, stop that. That's gay.
Now I finally know what it's like to be hit on by Gabs.
Kanye, stop that. Kanye, that's gay.
Stop.
Bet you kiss girls.
Offended.
Stop it. You'll get the social justice warriors on our stream.
Well, at least someone will be watching.
I kind of feel like it's like
Space
Jehovah's
Jews from
Witness
the
coming-
future did 9/11.
What?
What? I'm trying to say controversial things so we'll get more
Okay.
viewers. Race war now.
Oh,
It's like Jehovah's Witness. It's like you want people to come to your door, but not them. You know?
I know, but that's how we get traction, because the SJWs start shitting all over us, and then the neckbeards are like, the SJWs are shitting all over them. They're actually, we have to support them to spite the other people.
Neckbeards?
Yeah.
Those race of neckbeards.
Well, yeah, they're just like, the internet's in constant war between angry feminists and like overweight men with terrible facial hair that hate women because they
Feminists
can
and
never-
otakus. That's
No, these.
That's me.
It's just like one of my Japanese animes.
It's like the worst like slice of life anime. Every episode is like 5 guys sitting around the table.
I think we're pretty cool. But that's just me.
Yep.
Well, shame on you for not
you
thinking
s-
that yourself is cool.
You simply lack self-awareness.
No, self-esteem, not self-awareness. I'm quite aware that I
You
exist.
guys are putting yourselves down. You realize that, right?
Exactly.
I just
If
want to
we
make
put-
sure we're in the right.
If we put ourselves down, no one else can. Because when
Gotta own it, Gabs.
Yeah,
Gotta own
exactly.
it.
Preemptive self-loathing.
exactly,
Been practicing
My-
since 4.
my greatest solace in life is that no one will ever hate me as much as I hate me,
Yeah.
and they can't beat me that way.
Preach.
Exactly.
Why?
It's
Because
our
I
armor.
grew up fat.
It's our armor.
Exactly. Go with the Tyrion Lannister method.
Oh God.
Do you have your character?
No, I don't know where the character.
God damn, you're so fucking useless.
Well, I thought everybody would like hand out their characters.
No, Tom Blues.
It should be in there.
It must be in there.
Speaking
'cause I
of,
didn't
where
read
is
it.
Chippy? Did he get lost?
Roland?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Dark Eye.
Yeah, you
no.
mean Dark
Yeah.
Eye. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
He's Dark Eye, comma Roland. Because no one could remember fucking Dark Eye.
Guys giving all these people fucking weird stupid names.
Hey man, I
Which
just
is
I
like-
want to be unique.
Which, like, is kind of racist because
Victoria
Dark Eye
was not
sounds a
weird,
lot like
stupid
Dark
name. It's
Guy,
very normal.
and you're black.
It's actually an African name, guys. Relax.
Where? So,
You're up black.
on babynames.com.
is it right next to Daquan?
And Fernie.
Ladasha.
Bound Queequee.
Anytime Wrath of God is coming. Just smited by lightning.
He's better bring his fucking A game. He's just been trying for a while. It hasn't worked.
Yeah, I call it that agreement. We have an agreement.
No, I haven't died yet because there's like
There's Tom Blues.
because God doesn't want me and the devil doesn't want to deal with my bullshit.
You pull out Tom Blues or you put it back in there again?
I put it back in there again.
Tom Blues always pulls out.
What's going on, Tom Blues? Shut up.
Your character is now more popular than you.
I hate that. I'll take what I can get. You know, I'll take what I can get. That is shut
You've
up.
transcended your humanity and become Tom Blues.
Yeah.
We will all be very disappointed when you stop playing Tom Blues.
Well, that's why I don't get him killed then. Although with my luck, that might not.
Yeah, let's not jinx it. Knock on wood, man.
No, man, Tom Blues doesn't die, just the actors that play him. We've discussed this.
You know, there's gonna be some other Tom Blues clones out there. I'm telling you.
Yeah, there's
immoral.
I'm stuck in them forever, aren't I?
He's like James Bond. He'll just come back played by a different actor like 10 years
God, the
later.
new actor that they have that's in line to play James Bond looks horrible.
Yeah.
Who is
The guy
Everyone's-
from Band of Brothers?
He's super old.
Yeah.
Everyone said
I
the same
think
about Daniel Craig in the beginning, though, too.
Yeah.
No,
but the
they're
thing about
probably
Daniel
thought Roger
Craig,
was
he-
blonde.
I
he
thought
is,
Roger
like-
Moore was old. Like Pierce Brosnan is old. Like,
No,
Pierce
but
Brosnan
when
was pretty
they
young.
when they
Roger
accepted the
Moore was
role,
that,
they were
I
younger
don't know,
than
when he did
that
Die
guy
Another
now,
Day,
yeah.
he was kind of starting to look
yeah,
like
down
a
to the
guy.
day he was kind of like droopy.
Roger
hairy.
Moore was old.
Yeah.
When he finally stopped playing James Bond, but
By
you
the
know what?
time he stopped.
Daniel
And-
Craig
and
is
the
the
other
best
guy
James
was
Bond.
also-
Yeah.
He's
he
got
is.
plenty of
But
years left in
that's
him.
because
I
Daniel
don't know,
Craig
man.
is
I feel
closest to the
I'll
book.
fight you on that. Sean Connery was the best Bond.
Sean Connery was bald.
Exactly. Sean Connery's Sean fucking Connery, man.
Sean Connery was Scottish.
Let's bring Sean Connery back to play James Bond.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
He
and
couldn't
We're
do it
getting
anymore.
old men, right?
Yeah.
Might as
The
well
only
go
old
for the
men will
best
accept
one.
is Sean Connery.
He retired
Without a
after
toupee.
the
You know that-
What's
Or
From
they
There,
could always
Gentlemen.
bring John Cena in.
Oh, God, no.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
I kind of
I want to see Tom Hardy in 10 years do it.
I can see that.
kind
They should just get Idris Elba.
Oh my God, yes.
The internet would fucking explode, though.
He was
James
going to.
Bond can't be black.
That's what they said about the president.
James Bond needs to present a birth certificate now.
Yeah.
I have a female, Jane
Jane
Jane.
Bond.
Jane Bond.
Jane Bond.
Oh, now you're really pushing it.
No,
Then
that's
the-
the alliteration.
No,
That's Betty
you're
Bond.
giving too much to the feminist.
No, no, James Bond has to be played by Precious. James Bond was always meant to be an overweight black woman.
So what John is suggesting is that it becomes like a really legitimate version of VIP.
Oh my God! Please get that image out of my head.
That show was awesome. It's on Crackle now.
That's saying something.
I love how they're still running it.
I always had a big thing for that Italian chick with the short hair and the big tits.
That show you could start at any episode and
Hey!
be fine.
Get out of there! Come for you.
You have food in here?
I don't. I think I have food in there.
No, I think you have food.
Oh wait, I have sunflower seeds on set.
Yeah.
I'll just put this here. You guys want some? Take it. There's like dog drool on it, but
Nice.
not my fault, Lucas.
Might give it a little bit
It's
of
in there.
flavour.
When you want to get it, I'll take it out.
Jokes. I deeply regret making the voice the way it is.
Yep.
What? That's the voice.
It's the voice.
It's
the voice.
Funny.
The unintelligible accent. That's what's
I need
needed.
to smoke. I need to start smoking.
Yeah, and you need just a glass of whiskey and like a patent chain.
He needs
smoke
a
the
bottle
entire
of
time.
whiskey.
Yeah,
I need a bottle of the cheapest whiskey I can find
Yeah.
and the world's most dirtiest cigarettes.
yeah. It has to taste like rubbing alcohol.
I come back in 2 months.
Moonshine.
My voice is literally like bubble and gravel.
You also have to bang a whole bunch of broads as well.
Ah,
You have to have like a really like
I got that covered already. Don't worry about it.
disease-ridden junk.
But I thought it was a clone. Like that means it's perfectly clean, wouldn't it?
Maybe
You gotta have like a Planet Terror kind of
Tom
Quentin
Blues
Tarantino.
Tom Blues has diseases that no pod can cure.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
3 of which are
Yes.
found exclusively within Tom Blues.
Every time he meets a new girl, he's gotta tell her to close her
It's
eyes.
slowly evolving into some kind of Lovecraftian creature that will
My dick is
overtake
my
his dick.
My dick is literally
the
Cthulhu.
Herpagoth.
Dickie Jones is it's the penis of Dickie Jones. It's just like a tentacle penis.
What I was gonna say is, David, it's no. Oh my God. No, my dick is actually just Cthulhu. That's all that it is. Okay, Eldritch Abomination with tentacle face.
It's a miniature Cthulhu. You're just wrapping him up the ass.
My mind.
Kill me.
It's a pot-sized
Just so you know,
Cthulhu sock.
in the story, I'm completely naked. You sure you want that image in your character's head?
Tentacle pubes.
Oh, Luke just brought me my shoe.
It's very versatile, actually.
Yeah.
Think about the things you can do to yourself with those tentacle pubes.
Okay, let's not go there right now. We're going to the dark place now, guys.
It's extendable. It's that's.
Tom Blues comes
that
in,
rotten-
wielding the fire axe using only his cock.
The mini Cthulhu comes in wielding the fire axe.
And I just thrust my hips forward every time I'll throw it or something.
So at the end of the last game, I think we had just slain, or the guy had gotten like all twisted and
Yeah.
disappeared in a puff of
We
blood.
killed Terminator Gabs.
Me? Oh no,
Yeah.
her.
No.
Him.
Her. Yeah.
That hurt.
Her.
Yeah. So you guys were together on the train.
Yeah.
You and Tom Blues were together on the train, and you were upstairs after just having witnessed someone get killed. You got killed, right? He watched you get killed. Oh no, you watched him get killed.
Yeah.
Is very intently licking my legs.
No, I didn't do a whole lot
I'm
last game.
scared.
And then you.
No, we can change that.
No.
You can change that by doing other stuff, more stuff this game.
Yeah.
So, you and you, Tom Blues, are you unconscious?
I think I'm
Or you
conscious.
get badly like kicked in the throat.
Yeah, he managed to get up though.
I'm up.
He woke up like halfway through the fight or something.
I'm up.
No, you woke up after.
After
and
I got jostled.
was
Oh
impressed.
right, after I like stopped the train.
I was impressed by Lola.
Lola,
What's your name
she
again?
was a showgirl.
Aquila.
Aquila. Oh, Aquila. Right.
Right. And then I can't pronounce.
Whenever Tom Blues speaks, like the saxophone solo from Careless Whisper needs
Yes.
to start playing.
Yes. Except.
But done on a kazoo.
Play by Mini Cthulhu on my crotch.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
No.
I'm done.
Cthulhu crotch. Here we go.
Crotch Thulu.
Let's not make that actually.
No, it's Top Hulu.
Let's not do that. I have a negative 10 points for that disturbing voice thing. Wow, that's really.
That's disadvantage.
I know, right?
You know.
How does it actually?
I don't think it is.
How does that actually affect gameplay though?
We all think
Is
you
it
sound
not
stupid.
affecting gameplay
Point. Touche.
The thing is what do you want? You've got smelly voice. Don't like your smelly.
Is there an extra pen or pencil?
There should be 700 pens somewhere that I left here.
No, thank you. Arigato.
So you guys can both make a perception check.
Am I taller than Hans?
Oh my god.
His tail is very active.
He is a dog.
Hello, yes, this is dog.
12.
That was
I
11.
got 10. I passed the test.
I lost by one.
You lost by 1. So you notice on the ground. You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm just petting Lucas.
Okay.
He's noticing the ground.
You notice that on the ground where the Terminator disappeared, or blew up, or exploded, or whatever, there is something on the ground there, sort of in the blood.
I bend down, flexing all of my back muscles as I do so, and examine the ground near the puddle of.
You notice that Tom
Misty.
Blues looks incredibly attractive as he bends down.
Oh, by the way, I have a very toned butt.
Okay.
He's a very toned butt. It's like, you know,
Roll your perception check to notice the butt.
I hypnotize you with my butt.
you get +5 to your perception to notice his butt. You know, like dog tags are on like one of those chains. You know, those little metal. What would you call those chains? Just chains.
Yeah.
2 chains. There's 2 chains.
Yeah.
Anyway, you notice that there's sort of like a chain, and then on the chain there's something you can't really see because there's a lot of blood on it, but you could sort of pick it up and examine it closer.
I'll pick it up. I'll clean it off on whatever shred of cloth I have left attached to my body.
Very little. So
I rub it, clean it. I read it.
Okay, so there's like there's the chain, and then attached to the chain, come on, give me some printer paper or some paper from somewhere. You got some paper there. Yeah, rip that paper out.
Baby.
Yeah, rip it out. Oh, good.
I thought I was Tom Blues.
Oh, it's sort of like chain, like this, so to speak, and then attached on the train, there are a couple of what look like to be kind of like. This is like a red plastic.
Oh, okay.
And there are some Russian symbols written on it. And then there's like what looks like to be metal contacts, kind of like here. And then there's another one, similar sort of shape. But it's got a little, like a nick out of it. And then there are metal sort of contacts here as well. They're like gold. And then there's some more Russian words here as well. Like this, and then, yeah. 3Dify it because I'm such an awesome artist.
Nice.
We're all out with the drawings today, mate.
Neat.
It's kind of like that. The key, the metal goes like through the key. It's not like whatever it is. There you go. So that's what you find.
I still don't have clothes, do I?
Nope.
I take a look around the train looking for clothes. Just the pants, of course.
Not going to tell me about the stuff they
Nothing you can really find in the way of pants on the
Okay.
train.
I turn to Aquila.
Yeah.
Aquila, take this. It's yours. You earned it. You killed him. You have pockets. I do not. And I toss it to Aquila.
Okay.
Do you catch it? You just drop
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Are you too busy looking at my perfectly toned pecs? What?
Okay, stop. What?
I love when my phone makes that noise.
I'm Voodoo Zelda apparently, but it didn't sound like that.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I'm
I
giving...
stumble while I catch it because I'm staring at his pecs.
You're gonna get some from a boy playing a female character.
Yeah, I know, right? What has my life become?
Why? Why would you lie?
That sound is so annoying. My roommate always, like, okay, when I was in residence, my roommate had TV, and he put it on this weird radio show about sports, and every 5 minutes they put that fucking klaxon on. It's so damn annoying. I don't see a context for why they put it on in the first place, and every time I try to study,
Because it's
It has no context.
Because it's hype.
so annoying.
It is.
Righty. I've given her the keys, yes, and I'm just examining the room, the pods, seeing if there's anything worth of note. Just looking around.
Well, the whole train is turned off,
Yeah.
so all the pods are turned off as well. They're all connected to the train.
Are they all empty? Or did everything inside die? Do I find any more myself? Is there any more Terminators?
Slowly, further on down the train, because it's pretty long, right? The train's
Yeah.
pretty long. All the way down at the other end of the train, beeping starts to ensue. And then all of a sudden it spreads from both sides of the train coming towards you, beeping, and all of the pods have like
Flashing lights?
little tiny red lights on them, and they're beeping like.
I'm going to check one of them out.
Yeah, it just says basically like life support failing.
So it's not a bomb. Okay. Whew. I would have had to grab her in my massive arms and dive out the train. If that was the case.
I'm gonna grab onto the railing again,
Okay.
turn on the train, and try to go to the next stop.
Okay. Well, you turn the train back on, and all the red lights stop beeping. Because like the one that's close to you says like life hey, what is that? You know, life support resumed. It also says emergency procedures activated, and there's a counter counting down from about 3 minutes.
Akila.
So you're gonna start the train back up and move to the next location.
Yeah. Okay.
Did he bite a hole into it?
You might have.
Wow.
It's a dog.
That sucks.
That's
dog.
It's just a bag, man. I'll give you another bag. C'est seulement un petit sac. That's French for it's only a little sack.
I know. Bag actually. Sack just means bag. Man.
It does. You alright, man?
This was enlightening.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at my character.
Okay. So the train travels off towards the next stop. We're gonna go back to the other players now. You guys like to try to remember where we left you guys.
We were waiting for him to get healed up.
Oh yeah, were we just standing around? I don't really remember.
Pretty much. Yeah, man. Because all the stuff that I got changed. That was the last thing I did, because after the time got rearranged, I didn't have any of my weirdo experiences with Tom Blues, so we basically just
you know you enjoyed it.
So we basically just brought it back to the pod.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a really long time on his counter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
2 days or something crazy.
Because you crush his head open, yeah. He's literally oozing brains.
Like a cantaloupe.
I'm not going to apologize for defending myself.
You pointed a gun at me!
Yeah, well, I also had
And you also never explained what you were doing.
Yeah, well, I had a fucking psycho computer trying to tell me what to do, and I was trying not to die or be told what to do by a computer.
Oh yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Yes.
So you guys are just hanging out there for
Tom
the
Blues
entire
doesn't care.
duration of the game. There's not going to play anything else. You're just going to sit there waiting in the pod. Because if so, you're not going to play it all today. There's going to be no play today because he's got like 46 hours in the pod.
Damn.
So
I guess I could go.
you can leave him and go do other stuff.
I'll lend you Tom Blues if you want.
I'll let you. Well, I can. I guess my character would want to check on Aquila because we did just kind of or what? So did
You forgot.
I forget how the timeline was rearranged. So
you came back up after.
You were on time.
Yeah.
Except you were somewhere else completely.
Do you remember what happened, though? That's...
no,
No.
I seem to remember that I climbed up the ladder.
No.
Oh
You
no!
were
I
getting
turned
hit by
back.
the
Yeah,
train,
yeah.
you
So I
turned back-
turned back time.
If you could
Okay,
turn
yeah.
back time.
Yeah.
If you could find a way. Okay. So you took back the words that you said that hurt you. I know, and then you appeared in the shaft, and you were like, "Oh,
Huh.
Then you went back up.
And then,
Yeah, I went
then
back
we
up.
went back up, and you saw him on the floor, and I spent
Right,
a fuckload of time
yeah.
explaining what was going
you
on
were
with
smashing you
Randall
in the
and
face."
why I
yeah.
felt the
So
need to defend myself.
I guess I'll go back. I'll go down the shaft because I guess I never. Do I remember all that? No. Okay. Yeah. So I never got to see the end of the shaft. So
Right. I'll go back down.
Sorry. I'm 6.
I'll follow you. I don't want to be around like
Love our
this
HP
space.
is still so high.
I hate it.
You're pretty much dead.
Oh, no,
Guys,
my
you're
actual
leaving him
HP is
the
up
tube,
here.
You're going down the hill.
-5.
Oh shit.
Sorry?
You guys are leaving, going
Down the shaft.
down the shaft. Okay. So you go down the shaft. You guys are both climbing down the shaft together.
Mm-hmm.
What do you bring with you down the shaft?
I just have my normal stuff.
To the end of
Yeah.
the shaft, what are you bringing
Me too.
to get to the shaft? And
What did I have on?
if you were like climbing down along the shaft to get to the end, what are you going to bring?
Rope.
And
Rope.
don't pick it up.
That would be what I would bring. Rope, a flashlight.
Well, yeah, I just have.
No.
I already have like a bag with all my stuff in it. So.
You don't have anything else? You want to bring to the end of the shaft?
No, I don't have like any extra stuff or anything like that.
How about you? Is there anything special you want to bring?
I don't have anything special anymore.
No?
I don't. I just have the 2 pistols, and I'm gonna see if I can find some rope and a flashlight, because that's all I've got since I got out of the tube.
There's no rope and flashlight. Well, you didn't have anything.
That's right.
You
That's
have guns. That's it.
yeah.
My boot pockets.
You don't find any rope to bring at the end of the shaft, so you're gonna have to use this rope.
Yeah, I
Hopefully, the,
perky now.
whatever's down at the shaft's end will not be too dangerous.
Damn it.
So you guys climb down the ladder.
Down the shaft.
Yeah,
Can
down
you
the
not
ladder.
do the innuendo stuff? It's distracting.
Sorry. Well, you climb down the ladder. As you go down the ladder, you look through. So this is the first time going down the ladder, down the shaft. So as you're slowly descending through the shaft, you look. There's like holes so you can see windows, and you can look into what looks like to be a warehouse. You're clearly not underwater.
Right.
You're in some sort of a warehouse, or at least this is what it looks like. Roll perception.
I love when I have to roll perception.
Fail massively. Miserable fail. Critical fail.
Who else is there? You critically fail.
I'm one.
Yeah.
Your eyes are
You
itchy
you
and
go
fall out. You don't have any eyes anymore.
Wonderful.
What?
You think you see something out of the corner of your eye, you strain to
Who
look,
else
you
is
go
climbing
blind.
down? You can also Sorry.
I need some.
I love how extreme this is.
Well, yeah. Just pass me 3.
Damn, you
Perception.
really must have
Oh
screwed
man, I
that look
definitely
around.
fucked that up. Yeah, no.
You don't see anything special.
Yeah, I got 17 on 12. That's
I got
Right.
15 on 12.
yeah.
You don't have anything good to the windows on the shaft.
Wonderful. We keep going down,
Yes,
ignorant
water.
idiots.
You want some cold tea?
Oh, if you have that, that'd be great. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm still trying to think of how I should make Tom Blues' voice sound.
You already got it,
Keep-
man.
Just
Just
keep doing
keep
what
it.
you're doing. There's no reason to change. It's beauty.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm worried about.
He's Tom Waits.
Tom what?
Tom Waits.
Wait, what do you mean Tom Waits?
It's
Tom
like,
Waits.
The piano has been drinking.
yeah.
Thank you.
Alright.
Well, I was thinking, where would I put my weapons if I pick them up?
You only have an axe.
You don't.
If I do pick everything else up, though.
In your butt. You don't have anywhere to put it.
Carry it.
Clench it between your ass cheeks. and walk.
See,
You
we're
said- you
discussing
said it's
that.
really toned, but
Yeah,
I so
well,
like.
well, you do have hands, so I mean.
I could just kind of slot it between my pecs and just flex it.
No, you just slide it down your loincloth and like clench it between your butt cheeks and then just walk around like that.
I thought, can you get clothes?
I don't remember. I thought I was naked the whole time.
No, because he got clothes the first time
He got close
came
with
out of
me
the pod.
when I changed, and then that was rewritten.
And then there was no clothes in the train, so
Yes, that's right.
so I'm just clenching in my butt apparently.
So you guys continue on down the shaft, and when you get to the end, there's a ladder that ends in space. Who's leading the charge down the shaft? As you're charging on down the shaft, who's in the first? Who's at the bottom of the ladder?
Well,
Who's
since
above
I
him?
went before, I would have assumed that he had gone first.
Yeah,
but
So you're first
Yeah.
in the charge down the shaft, and you're following
Yeah.
above him. Okay. So it's sort of, you look down between your legs, down the shaft.
God damn it.
You look down and you see there's a hole at the end. And
Yes, there is a hole at the end.
There's like an opening at the end of the shaft. You look down and you can see there's a much, much wider space, like a hole that the shaft is going into, and you can see when you shine your light down into the hole,
my God.
you can see like glistening coming up from deep within the hole. It's railroad tracks.
We're so mature, guys. We're just so
Well, yes.
We are pretty mature, yeah.
So you're saying that the shaft runs train?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You can run a train in the shaft. Yeah.
It's a very big shaft.
Okay.
But
So-
isn't the shaft like vertical?
The shaft is vertical, and you're looking down into a horizontal
Okay,
space.
right, gotcha.
And there's glistening at the bottom of the horizontal space.
So it's the railroad track shining up to you. And the train is bearing down upon you, but you don't notice until you've dropped down and it crushes you.
How
There
many
is-
how many
it's-
feet between the drop and the are we at the ceiling?
You're at the ceiling.
How many feet?
It's about 40. I think it was 40 feet wide and 20 feet. It's 20 feet.
20 feet?
20 feet. I tell you. Like the distance.
Well, he's in the he's in
I'm
first. You're
I'm
second.
first, dog.
Okay.
So he's telling you the
Yeah.
distance.
But do you?
Yes, I do. So, wait, there's a drop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a. It looks like there might be a catch that you can flip that will
Oh,
drop
okay,
the
yeah,
remainder
okay.
down.
Yeah, so I try to
Yeah,
try to
pull
operate
it.
that.
It kind of slides down and stops down at the bottom.
And keep going down.
Okay, you keep going down. So you're at the shaft. No, sorry, you're in the tunnel. The tunnel, yeah. And you can look down either side of the tunnel, and there are lights going off on either side down the tunnel.
Mhm.
And there is a doorway, and there's a little bit of light, a red light coming through the hallway, but you don't really. And there seems to be something etched in the glass, like.
How far away is the door? Like, is it across the train? Like,
It's
where
about 22 feet across from the bottom of the.
are there any other doors around?
No, you can see. That's the only one that you can. That's easily viewable. Yeah.
I look at like the etching. What does it say?
You go closer towards the edge. There's a bunch of wires that head out of that panel. You know, the blue and red wires that go down through the thing, and it just says like Durandal Central Control. And it's just like etched in the glass there.
I like look at you and kind of like motion towards the door. Should we?
If we want answers, I suppose.
You've got you've got a really weird. As you start walking toward, when you put your hand on the door, you've got this really weird sense of deja vu, and
It's like deja vu all over
your
again.
chest starts to hurt.
Thank you.
Do I feel apprehensive at all, or is it just?
You feel like you mean everyone knows what deja vu is. This is the strongest deja vu you've ever felt in your entire life. It's just really strong, like really like you're like you not only are like you're like you know when you deja vu you're like I sort of feel like you've done this before. You're like I have 100% done this before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
And you know what you're gonna find when you open the door. You're like in your head you know that when you open the door you're gonna see 6 doors, 3 on each side, and a door at the end with a red light coming out of it. You know that in your head. You're like this is what I'm gonna see, and you open the door and that's what you see.
So I open up the door to like confirm.
I would think, yeah, probably.
And
So-
business.
I think I've been here before.
Well, did you come all the way down the tube last time?
No, I didn't.
Well, that's
But-
very odd. Is there anything in like my kind of history or learnings that might kind of give me an idea as to what might create deja vu or the sensation of it?
Probably not. I wouldn't say there's nothing really in your history of your character that would lean towards that sort of a study.
Really?
It's a pretty unique kind of thing, yeah.
So, In terms of like the thing in my head, like I'm aware that it does manipulate time, like or every time I'm doing it, am I just like, oh my god, like
Okay, so the last time you did it,
yeah.
you did it because you saw someone else do it, but now you have not. You saw yourself do it.
Yeah, okay,
and you
yeah,
clearly understood what happened at that point.
Yeah.
But you traveled before you saw yourself do it. So
Right.
it only exists as a deja vu memory. But each time you mess with the time stream, in a short period. So the time stream has, when you move back and forth in the time stream, it leaves echoes. Remember how you saw you keep seeing you saw Tom Blues' old character as a ghost. Because he should have been there, but he wasn't there. So you're traveling in such a short period of time that there are echoes that are left behind from certain things. Leave an echo.
He saw me die again?
No, he saw your ghost.
Oh.
Before you died, when you were still holding on to the stalagmite, when you didn't want to jump across the platform, because they went back in time to that. So you see those echoes. Remember I said every once in a while you see something that no one else sees?
Yeah.
So you see those echoes because you are moving within a really short period.
Okay.
If you move further distances, you don't see those echoes.
Okay.
But when you move back and forth between the same timeline, the timelines start to overlap a little bit, and that causes this is a little bit of out of game meta, but it allows you guys to understand a little bit more what's happening.
Yeah.
You don't know that in character.
Yeah.
But so I'm telling you out of character, so you sort of understand what's happening. When you went into the room and you saw yourself and you had that exchange with yourself and you saw yourself changing the dial and you're understanding moving it in different ways does different things.
Right.
You sort of realized that's what it did, but then when you went back too far, and so now all that you learned is gone.
Okay.
But because it was within a short period of a few hours, the memory still exists because it's so close. The movement is back and forth within the same few hours.
Okay.
So basically short-term memory persists somewhat through time travel is what more or less the easiest way for me to explain it. There is a more complicated way, but the easiest way to explain it is that long-term memory disappears. You don't retain long-term memories. You don't remember if you travel from within a period of a few hours to hours being back or days back or years back, you don't remember anything.
Right.
But because you're traveling back and forth between a few hours, and the more you've done it, you've now gone back and forth over that same period a few times, so twice.
Yeah.
And so you're now kind of what the fuck is sort of your brain is starting to create memories.
Okay.
Or it doesn't fully erase them.
Okay.
So the deja vu is very strong.
So
you don't know what, but you know vaguely that this thing in your head is something to do with time travel, but you don't know how you haven't really been able to form any theories as to what direction goes which way and how far to turn it or how slow to turn it.
I just have a vague idea that it might have something to do.
You also feel fairly attached to. The more you spend time in this place, the more you feel like you've spent a lot more time in this space than you previously figured. You thought you just came down here in the pod. The more time you spend down here, the more you're it feels really sort of weirdly familiar.
Okay. So
you open this door, and you're in this hallway with 3 doors, and there's a door at the end with red light coming out underneath it.
So, do I have some kind of recollection of my encounter with myself, or no? Okay.
No. You just have a vague feeling of you've been here before, and that and if you can ask me questions do I remember this or don't remember this, and I'll tell you what you do or do not remember. What do you want to do, Victoria? I don't want you to feel like you're just following along and not. What would you?
Well, I'm waiting for him. We've gotten to the door, right? And we've gone through the door, and now there's 3 doors on each side.
Door. Yep.
Yeah. What do they say? What's what?
One of them says
on the
one of them says audio. One of them says audio research. One of them says visual research. One of them says has records. they're all fairly like boring. They all have a different type of research in them, and there's audio, video, there's historical research, there's time research, and then there's just two that are marked 1 and 2. One of them's marked with a 1, and one of them's the one that's what's interesting though. The one that's marked with a 2 looks like there was a 1 written on it, and it's being crossed out, and now 2 is written. And the one where 1 was written, it said the one where it says 1,
Right.
is got written a 1 on it, and the one that says there was one that says janitor's closet, and then that's been scratched out, and it says 2.
So
Well,
Well then.
so
your
we
input's
got
appreciated, Lucas.
audio, video, records. One, two, and sorry, what was the other? History and time.
Yeah.
History and time. I want to actually go into the room that says record. Like, I want to start going back and forth from the room that's records and time and see if I can piece together.
So it's audio records, video
Okay.
records.
1, 2,
history records, time records.
Okay, cool. So then I'm going to start going back and forth between the video records and time records and see if I can have a continuous stream and find out what's gone on since we've arrived from all kind of.
So when you go into both of those rooms, they are very dusty. They don't look like they've been gone into for a really long time. The only thing that's in both of those rooms are filing cabinets. And the filing cabinets, when you open them, they're full of folders, and most of the folders are full of punch cards. And all over the floor are like punch cards for an old computer, all over the place, just like spools everywhere. So you went into which one?
Time and record.
So when you go into video, that's what you see is all those things. When you go into the time records, there are you walk in, you open the door, and you can't go any further. The door they all open in, right?
Right.
When you open the door in, you can't push it any
hit
further.
something?
It kind of like hits something that kind of pushes back a little bit, like it's elastic. So you can push it hard, or you can just kind of sneak through the space.
Yeah, I'm going to push it harder.
Okay, so you push it harder, and you hear like a couple things break, and then it opens, and you can see that all across that there are maps, or not maps, but like drawings, and there are a couple maps, but there's drawings and articles, like newspaper articles that are so old and yellow that you can read a very select few of them. But then all across the room, attached between all these different items, the drawings, the pictures, there's photographs, all kinds of stuff. There are red threads, and the threads go all over the place.
So it's like some conspiracy theories.
Can I roll on my criminology to see if I can connect them all?
Yes.
Cool. Finally being able to use a roll. Under 11. Come on. Under 11.
Sweet.
12. Motherfucker.
So even though you definitely feel like it's not really so much of a... You could use your skill to kind of figure it out. You assume that it's going to take you hours, if not weeks, to figure out what's going on, especially since there's so much stuff that you can't read.
Right. Do I no, I guess I failed my roll, so I don't
Yeah.
decipher anything.
What would you like to do?
Would I be able to do the same thing? Try like the same... Oh, no, actually, no, I don't have criminology, so that doesn't help.
There's still other rooms that you can go into.
Yeah.
So you've looked in the video room. It's just a bunch of punch cards. You've looked in the time history, the time records room,
Threads.
which are the threads. Then there's still the audio room, room 1, room 2.
I'll go into the audio room.
Okay, so the audio room has reel-to-reel spools mounted all over the place. Most of them are pulled down and on the floor in piles, like someone's sort of been pulling them down into Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing in there? Weirdo. Anyway, so you pull down all the spools of the audio film all over the floor, all over the place.
Could I like look through the film to see maybe
It's audio.
It's audio.
Oh, it's audio.
Yeah.
It's like 2-inch tape.
Yeah. There is like a reel-to-reel player, but there's no power to it. Like there's when you push the buttons and nothing happens.
Okay. So I'll just leave that room. What are the other rooms?
There's
So there's 1, 2 in history.
So there's the one room with 1 on it, and then there's a room that says janitor's closet that's been crossed out that says 2, and then there's also there's one that says like history as well.
I'll go into the history room.
Confirming that it's streaming. So you go into the history room, and when you walk into the history room, there are just like piles of books, mostly encyclopedias, but there's a bunch that look like they're blank folders, like a 3-ring duotang sort of style, except they're made to hold punch cards, and you can see that there's a little machine for like hand punching punch cards, like a little I don't know what those things are called, like a hole punch and a card, and it's a little bracket that holds the card, and it's like you can put a template on it and then push, and it clips a number of, and then you can move where the holes are.
Okay.
So like you can set where all the holes are, push once, and it punches the card.
Right.
It's like handheld. It's like sort of this big. It was on a chain, and the chain's being broken, and it's just standing. It's just sort of sitting on the desk. It's like mist. You're like, what the fuck do I do?
Well, I'll go into leave that room and go into the 2/janitor's closet.
How long does it take me to like?
Well, you're
go
just
through
slowly
the
doing
stuff?
different stuff.
Yeah.
You're both doing stuff at approximately the same time. So you go into the door marked 2. It's locked. You're like, doesn't open.
What kind of lock is on the door?
Just like a key lock. Fairly normal Tumblr. Tumblr.sexgifs.com.
Right then.
Oh baby.
You got what I need. Sorry.
I have. Did I ever use that Iron Key flash drive for anything? Don't think so.
Nope.
Nope. I'll try the Iron Key on the.
Well, an Iron Key flash drive is like a
USB.
It's a USB.
Oh, I thought it was like an Iron Key that also functioned as
No.
a
Yeah.
An Iron Key is a brand of flash
Oh,
drive
okay.
that is got sensitive information on it. That it's password protection. Way to go, fucking loser.
That seems a little bit extreme for
I'll do it.
looking around. I'll go to number.
Kick it down if you want to. I mean,
Well, I'm just gonna go check.
door number 1.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna see what the other
Okay.
doors.
Well, there's door number 1, and there's also the door that's marked like main Durano control that has the red light spraying underneath it.
You know you want to go in there.
I know my character would probably want to go in there. Yeah, okay, I'll walk in there.
Again.
Okay. So you open the door, and inside is a moving conveyor belt. There's a whole bunch of like kind of look like to be television monitors, but all the television monitors are all smashed. Like there's television monitors all over the place, and they're all smashed. And in the middle of the room, it looks like there was something at some point, but it seems to have been torn away, torn down. There's a whole bunch of footprints around the area, and there's like a hole in the wall, and there's like a when you go to the airport, you don't want to walk somewhere.
Yeah.
There's like a standing moving platform. Yeah.
Everyone 10.
It's one of those.
6 times in a row with different permutations.
I call over Victoria. So like there's a hole in the wall, like two.
Okay, I was wrong because it's a little bit weird just like what you were expecting. So no, it's fine. So this is the door that you walked in like this. Right?
Okay.
You walked in here.
Yeah.
These are the 3 doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this was the records rooms. This is the one that's marked 1. This is the one that the 2. This is time.
History.
This is history.
And then
this
video
is
audio.
video audio. And then at the end there was the door that was slightly ajar. You opened it up and you sort of vaguely remember this room.
There was a jar of peanut butter and jelly.
It's a little bit bigger. There's a whole bunch of TV monitors in the sides here, everywhere, kind of haphazardly mounted, and they've all been smashed. And there's glass on the floor everywhere here. And it looks like there was something on the floor here and also on the ceiling, but it seems to have been removed. And there's a bunch of... It's dusty in this room, but the dust seems to have been disturbed around this area here, and it looks like something has been removed. And then in the back, there is the room is covered in like ceramic tiles.
Okay.
And the ceramic tiles have been smashed here and opening up like some sort of a tunnel, and the tunnel has a moving conveyor belt.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
That makes sense now?
Yeah.
Right? And the moving conveyor belt is moving.
So when he calls me over under, come running, because I'm not quite sure what to expect, and it could be like he could be calling for help. So I like rush over.
Okay.
What's going on?
I just found, all of this and thought maybe you would want to take a look at it.
I could roll on electronics operations communications as a starter to maybe identify what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll try that. Please, God, under 11. 11. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks
Fine.
like all this communication gear is fairly recently broken. It looks like someone has taken a hammer to a bunch of TV screens and smashed it out. It looks like this was some sort of communications hub. It also looks like there was some sort of maybe a central control system in the middle of the room, and that's also been removed, you would say, again, fairly recently. But it's weird because even though the footprints around the area look to be fairly fresh, whatever was removed looks like it was removed years ago. Like the area, it's not like freshly scraped or anything, it's all rusted and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's like it was removed. It's like it was removed today, 100 years ago.
Right.
At the same time.
So I as I'm walking over the space, I'm relaying what I'm kind of deciphering to you, and kind of so that I'm not thinking alone here.
You hear a train come through the space here, and then it squeals to a halt.
I look at you and ready my guns.
Yeah, I take out my gun as well, and I guess we both move
towards the door and stand either side of it.
Yeah. You can hear what sounds like talking, and you hear someone with a rough voice talking,
With a stirring voice.
and he's saying something to a.
I get goosebumps.
You don't know him though. Because it was a different.
The timeline.
A different timeline.
Tom loses presence.
But you recognize Akila's voice though. You both recognize Akila's voice, and she's with someone else. Someone who sounds very ruggedly attractive.
I mouth to
So you guys are on either side of this door here.
Yeah.
There is the tunnel sort of slowly curving on either side. And the tunnel is I guess there's a train. You can't really see because the glass is frosted, the door is closed.
But there, we know the train tracks.
You know the train tracks are right beside. Like there's no space.
Right, it's like a tube.
Yeah.
Tunnel. Right.
So I try opening the door.
Then you open. So you guys see the door. You guys are standing in this
I
tunnel,
whip out my axe and
and you see this door
myself
open
to the door.
into
So
the
you
train.
see a door.
I see the door move. Like
Yeah, you see it open into the train. It opens right into the train. The door of the train. As the door comes towards the train doors open, and the door opens into the train.
Akira, no! And I grab my axe and I charge at the door, sending him to just hide behind it. And just get like swing my axe.
I like call out from the door, like, Aquila, is that you? Who's with you?
Some psycho calling himself Tom Blues.
I take offense to that. I'm only a really handsome man.
What are we calling Psycho now?
I peer on the door. And do I see her?
Yep.
Hello, beautiful.
Spanish guitar player.
I'm Blues. Dumbledore.
Oh, great. Another one.
Excuse
Roll
me.
to try and avoid vomiting.
Yeah.
I try
you are.
to like
And you are?
push myself past.
The naked guy with an
He
axe.
seems to be like coated in like a thin film of oil. His body is
I shine. I gleam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
glistens.
God.
Listen, and there's
He's naturally
Skin is
lubricated.
moist, yeah.
Do we recognize that as like fresh from the container? The
No.
tube or
No, he's
No.
just it's
This
he
is really
smells
greasy.
like he smells like coconut.
no.
I
covered in coconut oil,
I
you
try
know?
to just like like
Slide
push
by
him
him.
away
Yeah.
from
And
me,
you
but
gotta
then like
push
I
him
like,
away,
like,
and you
you,
gotta
like,
push him away. Your
slap
hand like
him.
slides off his body, and you've got like
Oh, yeah.
coconut. It smells like
Hello,
coconut.
man. I don't like. I'm not into boys, but I could make an exception for you. But
you're just a people
what
pleaser.
is this?
You're, okay, all I'm gonna say is you would probably be slightly concerned because he just tried to murder you.
Yeah.
him.
The Terminator.
right.
He
Oh,
looks exactly the
I
same.
take back what I said.
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
said. I shove him down the thing and I push her down and said, Akira, he's back! And I go to attack him.
I have my guns ready. What's your speed?
My speed is, my basic speed is 5.25.
Same.
Can I like
same
dodge?
time.
So hang on a second. Let's figure out what's going on.
I shove him back.
So you shove him back.
Hard.
You're shoving him. Do you have combat reflexes?
No.
Okay. So
You go
you're
flying?
surprised.
Okay.
So that means you get first action. You
Okay.
can roll on brawling if you have it,
Yep.
or martial arts if you have it.
I got brawling.
Okay, so roll on brawling.
I am rolling on 16 and I got a 12.
Okay, yeah. So you basically like
You was
he just
flying.
pushes you really hard,
Yeah.
and you fly back. You don't take any damage. You just
Yeah.
fly on, you sprawl on your ass. He's just like this, and he stands in front of Aquila, who's kind of like in the door. You're sort of standing a little bit in front, and you've got both of your guns out. You said you have both of your guns out. So now it's your turn.
Yeah. I just like point my guns at you and I'm like, that's far enough.
well, I like my girls strong and feisty.
So it's
Rolling.
hang on a second.
Yes, sorry.
It's your turn now.
Okay. I'm going to just grab him by the shoulder and be like, "This guy's good. I've been working with him for a couple of hours. He's fine. We just found a psycho version, I guess."
I like poke my head over the side like, can you explain to us what's happened?
We found some
I see.
sort of crazy Terminator version of him.
Well, that explains his animosity. And
Apologies,
I lower my guns.
I holster my axe into my ass crack.
Roll dexterity. You fail.
I almost critically. No, I don't. I don't. I get 14 on 10.
So it slides down the lanes on the floor.
You feel filled. You feel very. You're like, this is this is something I've never felt before. And I sort of maybe I could change after all. You know? I feel
I quickly
like
shake off
everything's gonna be
I
okay.
quickly shake off
after
that
all.
feeling and take the axe back out again.
Okay.
and just hold it in my hand.
Okay.
And nonchalantly whistle and scratch my back.
The axe now smells like Taco Bell and baby oil.
Actually, it shouldn't smell like anything because I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm brand snacking clone, right? It should smell like what are we, detergent.
Doesn't
or
matter
soap.
what it
Yeah,
smells
no,
like. Okay,
that's- yeah.
Why would you
don't-
smell my
we don't-
axe in the
we
first
don't-
place?
Exactly. So
Axe body spray.
I was waiting for it.
So I'm now just standing awkwardly around, trying desperately to not scare anyone.
What is this place? I asked you because I assume you know.
Well, it's a train.
Well,
It is a glorious battleground!
really? I mean, what are all these things doing on this train? And I point
We
to
haven't
Mason.
been here long enough to find out.
Okay.
And the train is just filled with life pods, right?
They're filled with life pods, and they're all counting down. They've got like about a minute and a half left on all of them now, and they're counting down.
Is
Can
it like
you-
a beeping that's noticed?
No,
when
they're
you
not
count down?
moving.
Can-
No, they're just.
Can we
counting
see anything that's in them?
down. There are like all of the windows look like they're really fogged up.
Okay.
You can't really see what's in them.
I'm gonna go over to one and use my bioengineering and see if there's anything that tells me what's in it or who has been in it or the last.
So it tells you that the life forms that are in the pods are approximately the one that you're looking at
Right.
is 92% complete. And it says that the life cycle the clone or not the clone the build cycle or the
Gestation?
the gestation period has been interrupted, so now the pod is on automatic purging. So what it will do is it will open after the timer finishes and be ready to be cleaned out to be reset.
You've reset, right?
And when you walk around them, they all seem to be anywhere between 87 and 96% complete, more or less. And they all have that same timer, and that timer is within a few seconds accurate to all counting down to zero at the same time.
I tell you this and
He's on the ground still, I think.
yeah, kind of relay because now I've been working with these life pods for a little bit, now, right? So
You can see when you look further down that there is one life pod that is actually green, all the way at the end.
Oh, and I pick him up with one arm, like in a really brotherly way.
I tried to grab
It's
his hand,
slip,
but then
slip.
I slipped.
Can I do a strength check on this one?
You do a strength check.
I pass.
you pass.
Yeah, his
You like-
fingers are remarkably strong.
So they just grip onto you.
And I lift you bodily up on the ground and pat you in the back. Good man, you fight well. Sorry about that.
I look over to you. I'm like, can I get some sister support over here? There's a green one at the end, and I pick up the guns again and start heading towards.
Alright.
My shotguns are empty, right?
Pardon?
The shotguns that I have are empty.
Yep.
Mhm.
They are both.
They're just fancy clubs. Okay.
So we go over to the green screen one and.
Okay. It's fairly close to the end. There's a couple that are empty, and then there's one that's green.
Same situation. On auto was interrupted.
No, this one is just complete, and it's just waiting to be
It's him.
to be activated.
Or you.
Is there what
two
what
of me.
what was the last operation it was called to do? Was it a build or was it a clean or the
It was
actual-
it was a build, and it says unique DNA strand experiment 231 for LV 23116.
Say that number again.
LV 23116.
Nice. So I relay that information to you and I look at you. I'm like, should we open it?
Last time one of these things opened.
Yeah. Below that it says Nostromo strand. I'm just joking.
You just had to go all the way.
Yeah. So I asked your opinion.
Well, we almost died last time one of these things opened.
Then I worry what might happen when these are all complete.
Yeah.
You have a gun?
Yeah.
You're ready to open. You know what happened when you open them. The person is inside. It's pretty.
See all these
pretty,
guns wouldn't exist if my British character
disheveled
didn't break
for
them.
the most part.
Yeah, I'm like,
Don't you all feel like badasses?
I like shout down to these guys, like, hey, we found something here. You guys want to come check it out?
You have my axe.
I walk over.
I saunter over.
Yes.
And like flex.
Still nude.
You've got about 32
My legs
seconds
are
left on all the
throbbing.
timers, approximately.
We've got about half a minute to decide whether we want to stay or get the hell out of here, because these are all nearly finished, and according to Akira here, or what? Akila. Akila, apparently these don't... Things don't go well when these open, so I think we should discuss this really quick right now.
Sorry, what? I
Tatsuo!
that's all I heard. That's all I heard.
Oh,
John
that sucks.
Cena.
Okay, I would say that we should probably leave.
Okay.
Personally, but yeah,
Make like a tree. Get the fuck out of there.
Well, you can still open this one pod if you want to, or you can head out before.
I smashed the pod with my axe. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I'm kidding.
What?
I wouldn't. Not that dumb.
Roll IQ.
I'm gonna make that no.
Why would you
5,
do
1,
that?
3. I
passes.
passes. I pass.
Okay.
So are we gonna open it, guys? Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
I do not want to
no,
face
no.
Terminator this guy again.
Well, we've got 2 votes.
I
against-
pull up my gun and say, if we're gonna do it, let's do it now.
I like hit the open button
Okay.
and like
Put a
ready my
smash
gun.
thing up.
Okay.
Point
Quick
blank.
draw my
Opens
knife.
it up. It's your new character.
I
Wake
my
up!
axe.
There's like 5
There's
guns at
been
you.
there's been
Just
like,
act
like
like
3 different situations where I've tried to like put him in, and you guys be like, nope, I'm like, come on, man, like seriously, he's just sitting there like, I want to play the game. yeah.
I'm assuming I don't have any of my gear.
You don't have any
Okay.
gear now.
So basically, you have how many sets of guns? 1, 2, 3 sets of guns and an axe in your face.
I don't have a
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah.
No, he's also disheveled. He's wearing a tuxedo and a bulletproof. No, I'm joking.
I take the clothes off.
I'm changing my permanent backstory. She's Scottish, not Irish, because I do a better Scottish
You're a
accent
woman
than
as
an
well?
Irish one. Yeah.
Sweet.
So you got a harem
all
going.
the girls going on.
Well, actually, it's like
So
a harem,
you're
but no one
dressed like fulfillment style. Like you've got like a band around your like. Well, I mean, he had
Nice.
a loincloth. So you have a loincloth and like a
Okay.
boob cover.
Okay.
I'm having issues trying to come up with what to say right now.
Just, like,
For once, Tom Blues is rendered speechless.
for reference, about 5'10", fairly athletic build, red hair, like side shaven down to about the neck.
So basically, I got an erection, I guess.
Oh yes, and you also have a barcode
Okay.
tattooed, or you don't know.
Yeah,
you don't
okay,
see it. 'Cause
okay.
you can't see
Any levels of attractive for?
No.
Okay.
it. No, just normal.
Fairly average looking.
Yeah. Am I-
So
am
you're
I
coughing
conscious?
and
Okay.
yeah. You're like
Okay.
"Bleh." And you don't remember. You don't remember very much. You did wake up at one point. Like you don't remember anything from whatever your past was in terms of your backstory anyway. But you do remember waking up at one point and you looked beside you and there was like you were beside 2 of yourself.
Okay.
And but one of them, like the head was split open, and there was a couple of doctors with like, and you just looked at your like what looked like your dead face,
Yeah.
and they were like moving around something inside your head, and when you looked across to the other one, it was this again you looking and like going like, I just screamed, and then you just like passed the fuck out, and then
Okay.
you woke up. That's the only thing in your head,
Okay.
and you don't know whether it's a nightmare, but it's the only thing you can remember.
Okay.
I like pass you my guns, and I'm like, here, hold these, and I'm gonna like check her physiology and see if she's breathing right and functioning.
Yeah, she seems to be. You can use you have to use the roll in your medical.
I have physiology as well.
Oh, you do. You're
Yeah,
a
man.
doctor.
I'm a psychotherapist. That's like the entire game. All I've had is like psychotherapy and bioengineering shit. That's all I've had all game.
Okay. you want to probably roll on your. You've got that technology Where's that one? The medical one. That's
Yeah.
what you want to roll on.
The
Electronic.
electronics
Yeah, that's the one you have to roll on.
Okay.
Because the machine is still connected to her in a bunch of places.
Okay. Please God, under 11. No. Man.
12.
Yeah, on 11.
Yeah, that's because you got a bunch of really low skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you're just kind of like all the levels look green, but you're not really like 100% sure. So basically, just to let you know, any of your physical stats are all currently -3.
Okay.
Just temporarily for the first 15-20 minutes of gameplay until you're like 100% up and running.
Yeah, no worries.
So that's just to give you, it's just to slow you down a little bit, basically. You're a little bit groggy and like, you know. So you kind of like you can, but do you have like levels of hard to subdue or hard
Yeah,
to?
I have hard to kill and hard to subdue.
Okay, so then you don't have any minuses. You kind of like blink and you kind of like swing your legs out and you blink and you're more or less ready to go. You don't have to be. If you've got that, you're already.
I still like help you to your feet as you stand. I'm like, can you remember your name?
You do. You remember your name.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sakes, my name is Sarah Connolly.
Nice to meet you. My name's Dr. Victoria Prescott.
Blues. Tom Blues. Sir, it's great to make your acquaintance.
You don't need to worry about him.
What? Do not like me. Am I?
Aside from just having met you, I'm going to reserve my opinion until later.
Sarah.
I think we need to get out of here, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hurry you along.
All the way back.
So did it open or did they just?
They're all behind you. They're all behind you. You're standing like at the end of the train.
I meant like, do the pods open?
I don't know. You have to turn around.
Oh.
They're all behind you.
I whip my hand around and just look.
Yeah, you whip your head around and they all open. Like, you can see like steam come out, and as they all open, all of like you can feel you're like still attached to the train. Mm-hmm. You can feel there's a huge power draw from all of the pods as they all open, and so all the lights kind of like draw down a little bit as all the pods open because of pulling all the power from the train, and so the lights flicker, and you can just see kind of the emergency lighting is on still, and you can see that whatever's in the pods is a couple of them like fall out, and you can hear like
Someone break a window. Nice. Finally.
Roll.
Are we still stopped? Like,
We're still stopped.
Yeah.
Still
The
stopped.
train is still stopped.
A roll brawl?
Then why are you breaking a window?
To get out of the train, they've all opened. The doors are not beside us, right?
That's right.
So I roll on what? Brawl?
Brawl first. See if you hit the window.
Yeah. 9, 12 out of 16.
Okay, so you definitely hit the window. Now roll for strength.
4 out of.
That's a critical.
13.
So you basically smash the window completely, breaks
The door.
breaks out into the tunnel.
I'll jump through and start helping people out.
Okay, roll jumping or
Acrobatics.
dex. Jumping or dex.
Not acrobatics.
You can roll acrobatics if you have it.
Thank you very much.
You
Of
backflip
course.
out of the train.
And I fail, of course.
Oh my god, no.
How badly do you fail?
6, 4, 5. That's 9. That's 15 on 12.
Okay, you trip out of the. There's no glass in the panel because he was such expertly good at smashing it out. But you sort of like go to jump out and you catch your foot and you go and you land on your face.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Girl, get up.
I
pick her up. I put her on my back. Put her on my back. Just sling her over like a friend.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're gonna jump out too?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I climbed out carefully.
No, you have to.
Yeah, you have to
climb
roll.
out.
Dex?
Oh, you're just climbing?
Yeah,
you're not jumping.
I'm not
out?
jumping. I'm just like leg over.
Okay, then you just get out. No, you don't have to roll. That's
Yeah, and I pick her up, fireman carry her.
Okay.
Put me down now.
But you fell in your face.
Put me down now.
No.
Why
I
did
hit
you
him.
pick
I
her
hit him.
up?
Yeah. I like girl
Sounds like she
fail.
has her leg broken.
Okay, fine. I put her down.
Did you drop her?
No, I just picked on her feet.
I try to help her out of the.
Okay, roll strength. Oh, do you let him help you up, or do you just?
No, I'm like, for fuck's sakes, don't touch me. I can walk myself.
You understand? No,
Yeah,
but
okay.
if it's two characters, I can't be like, yeah,
Okay.
he helps you up. You're like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. So
And then
you're
I
not
just
trying to
like
help
kind
her.
of hop out the window.
Okay.
Fluff.
So you're just jumping out.
Yeah.
Okay, roll any sort of skill that might help you there, or dex if
Okay.
not.
12 legs.
you're good jumping, you can roll jumping or dexterity.
No, I'm gonna roll my dex actually.
Okay.
5. Yeah, no, I fail.
you also kind of
Man, these girls can move.
smash your knee. You don't like
Yeah.
go face plant. You kind of smash your knee like fuck.
I'm just
I help
standing
her
behind her like.
I help her up.
Okay, your leg gets grabbed from behind. Oh no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Someone
When you look
tries
at
to
me,
grab
when you look at me, I
something-
turn to you. You say one fucking word.
Something tries to grab your leg.
What?
Something tries to grab your leg. You just feel like something on your. You look back. It's all dark in the train.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
see properly. Really. You look back, and it looks like the entire floor of the train is undulating, like in the shadows. Like.
Okay, yeah, I jump out the window. I
Okay.
jump out the window as well.
Okay, roll dex or acrobatics or something you got.
You're not making that yanking out there.
Nice.
You pass.
Yeah, I pass.
Roll dex or acrobatics or something.
I'll do dex.
Okay.
Oh. 8. Oh wow.
I think you feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I catch her?
you definitely can. Roll dex.
Apparently, none of the women can jump.
I failed.
I'll let you slip.
You kind of just miss, and she sort of like falls on the ground. You don't hurt yourself. You're both down, and anyone who's fallen and hasn't gotten up yet is like basically down on action. So who made it? You made it.
I made it.
No.
They made it.
Yeah, they made it. The females did not.
Yeah, we
do
all
so
ate
well.
shit.
You guys are on your feet.
But he tried to bit me up and then put me down on my feet.
Yeah. So he's out of an action anyway. You're the only one that's.
I'm okay.
Well, no, but you used your act like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's sort of quasi-combat. Not really. I just need to know what's going on just because stuff's happening. So you are the only one that's kind of ready to react, ready to move, ready to do stuff.
Okay.
You look back at the train and you can see you're not in the train anymore.
Mhm.
The moment you stop touching the train, any other power that's on the train comes down except for the emergency lighting still lighting. There's like not smoke, maybe steam kind of still like wreathed in all through the train. It also looks like it's as you jumped out you felt like sort of the cold of cryogenic mist or cryogenic steam, something, because the things are opening early, so there's a bunch of like cryogenic nitrogen, so like dry ice style, all filled with the train, and the amber lighting is glowing, and you can see it sort of shambling through the window. You can see that there's like humanoids sort of shambling in the train. You'd estimate that if you estimate if the entire train is full, you'd estimate this.
I can do it. I'm a lightning calculator. Can I do it?
Sure.
Thank you.
You'd estimate that there's approximately 500 or so. If all the pods were full,
Right.
There would be about 500 or so separate entities. However, it looks like there's less than 500. As you're staring at like sort of looking back at the train as everyone's getting themselves up, you see 3 of the kind of beings kind of all like merge together into like a single solid shape, and like liquid or one liquid like ooze or
slime,
kind of
pus
like
or
but
whatever.
it's like lumpy slime kind of all comes together, and it becomes this bigger mass, and it like just moves out of the train like it's a solid like shape.
I yell at her to get the train moving away from us really quickly.
So I'll put my hand on the train. See if that
Because
does
you
anything.
broke the contact with the train, you have to re-roll
Oh right.
to
Okay.
do it again.
Okay. So what would I be using?
You have to roll an IQ first to see whether or not you remember whether or not you succeed.
Right.
If you fail, then the AI is able to do whatever it wants to do.
Right.
Oh,
Oh no. Nope.
you kill that one.
Okay, so for a split second, you do have control of the train for basically one action.
Okay.
So you have to tell me what you want to do.
Uh,
Now, if you want to remember that the moment you take your hand away from it, all the power drops. So if you want to move the train somewhere, you have to be with the train.
Okay.
If you,
I'm.
but you can do other things.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Overload the train. Blow up the train.
Well, you're
Yeah,
right next
in
to
a
the
tunnel.
train.
In a tunnel where we're not.
That's why I'm not the character. I'm not the character.
With the
I'm not the character.
with like the Terminator guy, try to
Okay.
like overload some of the panels.
Okay. Okay. So you don't have to roll to do that because it's pretty much automatic.
Okay.
There's like this smell of like burning, searing flesh, sort of like comes out of the train, and then all of a sudden you have this really alarmingly scary sense that your AI has left you.
Shit.
Yeah, and that's what happens.
Okay.
So you're touching the train and you can't control the train anymore.
Okay.
So that's what happens. Your AI has left the building,
Okay.
quote unquote, aka has left you.
Has grown up and filled the nest.
So that was your turn. It's your turn.
Okay.
So this
So
is
that
basically
thing-
what's happened here is that you're so here. That's the thing. Oh no, this is it.
Yep.
So here's the train.
Yep.
This is like the end car here. And this is the broken window. There's not a lot of. Oh no, there is because there's enough for 2 trains. So you've broken this window here. You're standing like right here. Your hand on the train. You are standing right here, looking up. There's this huge gelatinous blob coming out of the window. Okay. You are on your knee right here, and you fell as well, right?
Yeah, he picked me up and.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're somewhere
then
like off in the kind of like
Tom Blues is over here. Tom Blues, and they picked you up here, Victoria.
Cool.
Yeah. This is Gabs.
Roland, yeah.
And this is
Akila.
Sarah Connery. Such a Scottish name.
so it is Gabs your turn.
Do you want my axe?
So
There's the
the
gelatinous
gelatinous
blob
thing is in between me
and Sarah.
And Sarah. Okay.
Yeah. It's within like 2 feet of you, 3 feet of you. It's just like come on. It smells like beef. It smells like beef, not like queef, which would be continuing with our theme of shafts and tunnels. But this is smells like beef.
So I'll try
That's
taking
a
a
little
shot at
pork.
it with my gun.
You're gonna shoot it with your gun. Okay.
Yeah.
So roll. You have your gun out, correct?
Yeah.
So shoot it with your gun. You don't have to roll to hit it. Well, you can roll to hit it.
He's pretty much point blank.
Yeah, but you can always shoot. This fine gentleman / lady over here
This angry woman.
with a critical fail. Just don't critically fail.
And I have a bad temper too, so if you do shoot me, you're probably getting the shit kicked out of you after I live.
That'd be really funny. You're like just blow him away as he comes out of the fight.
Oh my god, just on.
Well,
12
Just
on
on
12.
yeah,
No,
12, 12.
you'd have to critically fail.
Oh, okay.
but like you're still dead if you hit her because she's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Roll for damage. So
Is
bullets do 2d6. Oh, 3d6. Isn't that 3d6?
Level 3.
Are you firing 1 bullet, 2 bullets, or 3 bullets?
Ooh. I'm
You're
just gonna
gonna
fire
fire-
1 bullet.
Okay.
10.
Okay. So the bullet kind of like goes in, slows down, and stops inside the general blob. Where it hits, like a geyser of like pink, frothy goop kind of shoots out and goes over your shoulder. It smells pretty gross.
It doesn't is it like displaying any traits of like being hurt by it, or is it just kind of like absorbs
It's
it?
very large, so it's
Yeah.
very difficult to know.
Okay.
But I will tell you that the stream of pink stuff that goes over your shoulder, when it hits the ground behind you, it stays connected and it solidifies. like it comes over your shoulder and like solidifies where it hits the ground. Yeah. So that was your turn. You've gone. So we're gonna go. Who has the next fastest speed?
I think it's
Basic move.
high
What do you have?
5.25. You've
got
got
5.5.
5.5. It's him.
Yeah.
He's first.
Yeah.
He's all the way at the top. So,
No, don't do it like that.
right.
I can't. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like totally fucked up.
right.
So it's your turn next.
Okay. How much like clearance do I have between the blob and the tunnel?
There's about between this section and this section here. So this is about 20 feet. There's about or 18 feet, and there's about 3 or 4 feet. You've got about 2 feet, 3 feet. Not a lot of space.
Can you like jump over it, or is it like?
There is also a ladder here that goes up.
I'm gonna attempt to maneuver around it.
Okay, so you're gonna move it around this way.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be probably 2 actions depending on what happens. So you anyway, I'm gonna say you start moving this direction.
Okay.
You're gonna move about 5. If you're running, you can move 10 feet per round. If you're walking, you can move about 5 feet. So I'm gonna say that it would normally take about 3 rounds to get around. I'll say 2 just because it's otherwise the combat takes forever. Now between you and you, I'm gonna let you go first because you didn't trip and fall on your face.
I go in screaming at top of my lungs, hacking at the thin part of the gelatinous blob with my fire axe. And
Okay.
I have Daredevil, so
That gives you +2.
+2.
Yeah.
And my axe has 12.
Right. So roll your axe. What's your axe skill?
12.
Okay. So roll on your axe skill.
13. Wait.
You get +2.
Oh,
So you make it.
I make it. Just make it.
Yep. So now roll for damage on your axe. It is 2d6 plus your swing.
Okay. So that's 5.
Yep. And then you can also look on what your not thrust, but there's a swing and there's a thrust and swing. So you've done 5 and it's now 2d minus 1. So you roll 2d again. Minus 1 from that, so 6 plus the 5 you rolled before, so 11.
Damage.
Yeah, so you swing, you do 11 damage. You slice into the sort of the neck, so to speak, of the thing. You slice into the neck. You slice all the way through. It slices pretty much effortlessly. Like you're sort of surprised at how easily the flesh separates. It slices all the way down, and the axe buries into the ground between your legs, like this, not so stiff that you have it's not like the boss battle where you're like, ugh, and then everyone attacks you while you're pulling the axe out of the ground again. By the way, do not buy Mad Max. If you haven't already bought it, do not buy it. It is a horrible game.
Yeah, I know.
I know after the order 1886, I wanted to confirm that you weren't going to buy another game.
You bought Order 1886.
No, we don't go into that. We don't talk about that. We've had enough of that storyline. Yeah, just don't buy it. I downloaded it for PC to try it.
Yeah.
It's like any other sandbox game where you have to everything is locked. Most games that lock stuff, but then you can unlock it if you decide I want to spend 14 hours farming parts. Then I'm gonna unlock it. No, it's based on your level and it's based on missions, so it's not really unlockable. It's unlockable, but they're gonna give it to you anyway. Sort of thing. You only get it when you are allowed.
Gameplay.
So horrible. It's just everything you're collecting. It's a grind. And, pain in the ass. Do not get it, man. Horrible.
Unless that's what you're into.
Yeah. It's not fun. It's definitely not a fun game. They fucked it up.
So what happens?
Sorry. So you slice through it, slice it down. The liquid kind of pours out of the neck and encases your head in pink. It sort of looks very vaginal as you're getting covered in this goo, and you sort of there's a brief moment as it comes that you're like, yeah, and then you're like, oh no. So it kind of covers around your head, and it feels like it solidifies around like a plastic bag is being pulled around your neck. around your face. It's not your go. I'm just telling you that's what
I'm
happens.
gonna die. I'm gonna
You're
die.
probably gonna die. Now it's you.
I have no weapons or anything.
You do have 2
No,
guns.
No,
You
I
have 2
gave them to
pistols.
her.
You didn't
Why
take
did
them
you
back.
do that?
No. Well, you didn't hand them to me back. You didn't you were like, oh,
Well,
now that you've gotten out the window, I'll give you your guns back. It was like I got out the window, face planted,
well,
and
we were kind of in a hurry.
yeah, exactly.
So what are you gonna do?
Also could have
Um,
asked for your gun.
Don't you have any other other weapons? You have
No.
no other weapons.
No, I have no equipment since I got out of the tube.
Well, you should have found your equipment.
Yeah, I should have found my equipment, which is why I was going through all the observation logs and didn't find anything.
I'm very upset by this.
A little bit, just because I had cool gear, but that's fine. So I'm gonna
You should have made a
there's-
signature gear. Then I wouldn't be able to take it away from you.
there was another
Can I have my axe, my
entrance
signature gear?
along the other side of
Can I make
the.
my axe my signature gear? So it's always my button.
There's a ladder that
There's
goes
a ladder
up
there,
here.
right.
It goes into the shaft.
Right,
If you want to climb back up the shaft, you can go
but we're
Up
all
the
on the other
ladder
side now of the
and up
gelatinous
and explore
column.
the top of the shaft instead
Right.
of the bottom of the shaft. And then if you look down here, there was a
I'm
door.
over it.
Yeah.
There was a door that was somewhere that led into there, which is where the. Oh
Right.
no, this is it here.
Oh.
This is it. This is leads
Right.
into the thing.
There
That's on
wasn't
the other side
anything
of the
on
train.
other side.
Well, you can look further on. You can start running down the
Yeah, that's
down the
what
hallway
I'll
this
do,
way
yeah.
here. Roll perception. Do you have any things that make your perception better?
Nope. Just perception at 12.
Well, the 12 is pretty good.
Yeah, 12's not bad. Most of my stuff is 12.
I
But
love how 13 strong.
I can't roll for shit. And once again, I get 12 actually, so I'm okay. I actually
You want to
do
fail?
perceive.
Well, there
No,
you go.
I don't.
Right.
I don't want to fail.
So when you notice down here, you can notice that the train tracks kind of go. There's a juncture switch,
Right.
and there's
Into the wall.
there's another train track, and it goes into the wall, and there is a panel here with a little sort of a handle, like a it's like this. It's like a flat against the wall, and it's like this.
Yep.
And there's like a little handle, and you can
Yep.
lift it up
Lift
and
up
twist
and
it,
twist
and pull
it.
it,
Yep,
or something.
that's what I
that's
do.
one of those.
Cool. That's what I do.
Okay, so you run over there and you grab it and you twist it and you open it.
Yep.
The door starts to kind of lifts away from the wall and slowly starts moving. You estimate it's going to be about 2 more seconds before it fully opens.
Okay.
It's slowly sliding away, and you can a light turns on in here and starts flickering. Yeah, and it is now
He's still moving around the thing.
your turn.
Okay. So
You were standing, touching the train.
Yeah.
You've lost your AI.
yeah. Do I notice any of the? Can I tell what is happening to the things in the train at all? No.
It's been 1 second.
Oh, okay.
It's combat, so it's 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. So you basically touching the train, you were able to electrocute something, do some damage of some sort, and then when you took your hand, and then you felt your AI leave out of your hand into the train, and then you move your hand off the train, like, oh, what happened? And that's where we are right now.
Gonna try to retrieve my AI.
Okay. So how are you going to do that? You're going to put your hand back on the train and hope for the best, or what are you going to
Do you
do?
have any
That's really all I can do.
Do you have any equipment? Do you have any equipment?
Well, yeah, but this is the quickest way that I can do it.
Okay. So you put your hand back on the train, roll another IQ check. You need to pass your IQ by +1 now. So if your IQ is 11, you have to roll at least a 10, yeah.
I'm also 10.
Okay.
Pardon?
At least
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, well, it's at least a 10 or a 9 or an 8 or a 7.
10.
Okay, so you managed to discover that your AI is at the head of the train and has moved all the way to the engine at the other end of the train.
Okay.
And as you're like, come back, right? It just says, you just get a message back. It says, hold on.
Oh, that's a nice
What are you gonna do? You have split second to decide.
Yeah. Gonna try to yank it back in some way. Try to use something in order to just pull it back. If
Yeah,
I can.
it doesn't come back.
No.
No.
Can I tell at least what it's doing?
All it said was hold on.
We're under attack right now, so I'm just not gonna bother with it.
Okay. The train slowly starts to pull away from the station, heading that direction. Gabs.
So
You hear the train like start to like pull away from the station.
So this guy is like
Enveloped.
My face is
Being-
my head is enveloped, engulfed.
You sort of
It's
you can't really
squirting
see
all
what's
over.
happening. You sort of look and it's like covered his head.
I'm just staggering like holy shit. And you hear like muffled gravelly voice from there. Keep in mind my health is still at 4.
How far is he away from me?
Pretty close actually.
Not even maybe 2 feet.
So like the like stuff that's like covering his face, there's like it's like attached to the like blob.
Yeah.
Do I have quick draw?
Yeah, I think you do.
Your gun's already out, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but like I have boot knives,
So
so
you have to have like quick draw for each weapon you use quick draw for. So if you have
Oh,
like,
okay. So
quick
I'd
draw
have to-
guns, quick draw knives, quick draw long arm, quick draw. It's not a
How do you quick
generic.
draw a long arm?
The rifle.
Yeah, how would you quick draw a rifle?
Or if it's
Machine
strapped
gun.
across.
Machine gun is a long. AK-47 is a long arm.
Okay.
Because I'm just imagining like a musket being quick drawn.
Yeah, it doesn't say loaded in a second. It says it says taken out in
It
a
means
second.
it's ready.
Yeah.
It means you're like. You could start. You could intentionally. You can quick draw and fire in the same
Okay.
action.
But I can't load.
Well, like if you had a musket that wasn't loaded, you could fast draw the musket and you would have a musket.
Well, usually you would carry a musket loaded.
Yeah.
You wouldn't carry a musket unloaded.
That's true.
So
Yes.
so would I be able to like fast draw my my knife?
Do you have fast draw knife?
Yes.
Okay. So
And
roll.
just-
So you have to drop your guns if you're going to fast. You have 2 guns or 1?
I only
gun?
have one gun.
Okay. So therefore you can. So if you are using your gun, I'm assuming you're using it in your dominant hand.
Yeah.
You don't have any dexterity, correct?
No.
So therefore, you can quick draw with your left hand. That's fine. It doesn't discern what hand you draw it with. You will have a minus to strike with it because
Okay.
you're drawing
Yeah.
with your
Left hand.
you're hitting with your offhand.
Okay. All right. Well, fast draw it, so it's 11. Yep. So,
Okay, so you
got it.
fast draw your knife, and now you're minus 3 to attack it.
-3.
I think it's supposed to be more, but because it's a knife, it's a smaller weapon. I'm not gonna. It's not.
Okay.
It's usually -5. I think it's a fairly big area that you're swiping at too.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're slicing at the thing that's attaching his face to the. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Whew. All right. So
Please don't
have to
cut
roll
my face
under
off.
now.
Please don't cut my face off. Please don't cut my face off. My face is cut
Failed by 1.
So you narrowly miss it, and you sort of slice the of the creature, sort of near the root of where this vaginal skin is going around his head. Not close to his head, close to the other end.
Yeah,
labia.
yeah.
Close to the source end, the root. So you sort of close to the root. You kind of nick a little
Okay.
close to the root, and roll for damage. It's 1 dice, -2.
4.
There you go. So you do pretty decent damage. It sort of like slices, and more pink goo shoots out, but it sort of narrowly misses you. And there's pink sort of like goo all over the place now.
So does anything happen to like the
Well, it's not his turn. When it's his turn, he might be able to pull it over, but you don't know yet. Gilligan, you managed to get around the other side of the arm. You're now.
Yeah.
Are you going to rescue the hot guy? Please tell me you are. I can't breathe.
Oh, you're over here.
Should be easier
You're
to
over
take
here,
it off
he's over
because you
here.
have.
It's now your turn, JP.
What about? Oh,
That's my turn. That was running. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I desperately throw myself back, just try to yank it off.
Okay, it just rips.
Okay, and then
Comes back.
claw it on my face.
Yeah, it's still attached to your face.
Yeah, I
And
try to
it's sort
claw
of
it off.
like, you've got to like chew your way through it. Through the bench and
Whatever you say. Whatever you say, man.
Right now, you can sort of breathe, but it's definitely still around a lot of your head.
Okay.
It's gonna if you were to remove it entirely from your head, you estimate it would probably take you 9 seconds.
I just try to
So you
remove it
use
on my
1
face.
second to remove it from your face
Yeah.
so you can breathe.
Yeah.
You've removed it from your mouth.
Okay.
You are definitely free though. It is now DDA's turn.
Yeah.
So
thank you, young man.
I call out to you guys, telling you that I found a way out, and that there's a passage over here. If you guys want to follow me, and there,
Yes, of course.
and I'll move into the tunnel. The light flickered on, but
The
how?
secret tunnel?
Yeah, the secret tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
It slides out of the way, and you can see that there's actually
A Terminator.
a Terminator. That's right. There's actually another. So the train track is here. There's another track that comes back out of the same space. This slides open to here, and inside is one of those. You know, those
Yeah,
little.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Those
god.
little rail. Yeah. Like a rail.
Okay,
a rail
pump car.
A pump
Yeah,
car.
pump car.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a pump car in the shaft.
Fuck off.
There's
You did
The-
that
the
on
pink
purpose.
vaginal line shaft.
no. What are you telling me? You're gross. Get out of my house. All right. So
You gotta pump your way down the shaft.
So you guys can now run. Well, the train though. The problem is that you guys are heading towards. I'm guessing towards where Floutier is with the pump shaft, the pump car. And And as you're running this way, the train is also
going that
moving
way.
faster and faster in this direction, and the arm is like out of the thing. So you're basically trying to escape.
But it's not attached anymore. I cut it off.
You sliced through it, but you didn't fully sever it
Sever it.
from the.
Oh.
Although when the train
Yeah, the
starts to
force of
move,
the
that
train,
might-
wouldn't that exacerbate
Jolt
the
it and-
wound?
If there was more glass left in the pane, it might have.
Wow, okay.
open, but because someone so expertly removed the glass.
Hey, you guys would have gashes in your legs if I didn't.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a big,
for sure.
You did really good, but you also did poorly. And the arm also hasn't attacked yet, so
Yeah.
it's been holding its actions. So.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, well, hey, that's what happens.
Yep.
So you guys got to run now. We'll start with Ruben. What would you like to do? You have the option, because you're beside the train, you can actually grab onto the broken window ledge and hold onto the train and ride the train either to here or ride the train the whole way and keep track of your AI.
Make friends with the.
But if you do that, you're probably going to go solo.
Right.
Because the train is going to go much faster than a pump car.
Even
if it's pumping
Even
at a
if it's
really
me
vigorous
pumping it.
pace.
Yeah.
If it's
Like,
the guy
in out,
What
in
if,
out,
what if
in
Tom
out, in
Blues is
out.
pumping it though?
Tom Blues will pump at a very vigorous pace. Yeah.
But it still will not be enough to catch up to the train.
Yeah, the train will. Well, it depends. You don't know. You can try and continue reasoning with your AI, but you're sort of slowly accelerating off. If you're grabbing the train, you're accelerating off in the straight. You can jump back down and get on the pump car, and you won't have to run away from this thing.
Right.
But if you choose to just not grab the train, then you have to run along with everyone else. I give you that option because you're right there. You're right beside it.
I'm gonna leave my AI and make my way to the.
You're gonna leave with your. So you're gonna grab it. So make a strength check, please. So there's two different things that you can do.
Yeah.
You are right, sort of along the edge here.
Mhm.
So you can either kind of try to jump into like the edge between where the two train cars come. That would be a dex check.
Right.
If you want to hold onto the window pane, then
That's
it's going to be a strength check.
But if you fail the death check, you're like crushed.
But once you pass the strength check, you can't stay held on for that with that one check. You would have to keep on making strength checks to stay there, or pull yourself into the train with whatever's still in the train.
Right.
I don't really know what the situation is like on the train now that you fried a bunch of stuff.
Right. Okay.
So that's your sort of toss up.
I'm gonna make the strength check.
Okay, roll strength. Critical failure.
Whoa.
Dislocated arm.
So you go to grab the edge of the thing of the and your fingers kind of slip away like you're gonna fall, but your fingers actually wedge into the space between where the glass and the edge of the window is, and it sort of like drags you kind of in this direction here. Your feet are still kind of, you're trying to run, and like keep your hands from twisting, but you can feel your hands sort of like twisting, and you take 2 points of damage as your fingers kind of twist, and you're running along with the train.
Okay.
So you are now somewhere around here, I guess, and the train is moving, and you're still held onto the train. So this is not actually where the edge is anymore. It's in a different place. This is where I'm not redrawing the train. So this is where the train is moved, and you're running with it, and you're twisted. That is your go. We're now gonna have grabs.
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 Grab check.
Yeah. Good guy. I miss that guy.
I'm sure you do.
That was the best character I've ever made in GURPS. He was super fucked up. He had 4 attacks per second.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. He had 2 attacks, and then he had the ability to accelerate time, which doubled his attacks. I was playing with a guy who had never DM'd GURPS before, and he sort of learned the game, and I made a character. I'm like, this is my character. He read it through. He's like, all right. And then we came to combat, and he didn't realize how my character worked, and so I accelerated, and I had 4 attacks per second, and a pistol, you can shoot 3 bullets per attack.
Oh my god.
So I was like, he had like a boss show up, and I was just like, and I killed the boss in 1 second. I'm just like, he's like,
whose game was that?
Rob's,
right? Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, he's dead. we got up this huge, long game to get into this boss, and I'm just like, I accelerate. He's like, what?
Yeah.
Accelerate. I did 82 points of damage to his head.
9
so
dice.
It was times
9
4.
dice.
82 times 4 to his
Yeah.
It's fun.
Damn.
Anyway, yeah. It was fun. It was a good
Damn.
character. He was pretty fucked up though, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had weights, he had braces on his legs, and he had weights to keep him from going too fast. That was his. So he could unclip them and go super fast. But anyway, so what are you gonna do?
I guess I gotta run.
Yeah.
You can run.
You
can run with the train. You are also close enough to the train that you could try and grab to the window.
Go to duck.
You can also see that he is somehow attached to the train and is screaming like a little girl. It's pulling him along.
It's fair. He is a little girl.
I'm gonna run.
Okay. Do you have running as a skill? It's fine if you don't. Most people don't take it as a skill. So.
No, I don't.
So that means you can run 10 feet. If you are successful, roll on your dex and tell me how much you pass or fail it by.
Oh my god!
Oh.
666.
Is that a critical fail?
Yeah,
666.
that's critical
Cool.
fail.
You trip and fall?
I like critical fail. Yeah, critical fail. So so you trip. And you
Second
fall
turnaround.
into a string of goo. You're sort of in a
Oh
string of
my
goo.
goodness!
So that's what happens to you. You're in goo. You're gooed. You're gooed. You don't take any damage, but you're stuck in goo. Gillian, your turn.
Oh, I'm fucking running.
If you have running, you can roll it. If you don't have it, athletics, anything of that sort.
I got soldier.
Okay, so I will give you +1 to your dex if you want to run with that.
Okay.
Nice. 7.
7 on 12. So.
And that's with the you added the +1 to your dex, so it's 7 on 13.
Yeah.
So you've passed by
6.
6.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, so there you go. So you pass by 6. You effortlessly sprint away from the train. You're
not gonna say
very
him?
quickly.
Yeah.
No, he's ahead.
Oh,
he just
okay.
runs by. He doesn't see that happen. They're sort of equidistant and sort of like runs.
Plus, I literally just met everybody
Yeah,
here.
you
I have
know
no
who you
fucking
are.
idea what's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
So
I just
you
don't want
are-
to get eaten by the pink bubblegum
So you
monster.
are you are at the same line as Ruben is. So you're right here now. Gabs is stuck in goo.
And I don't know what's going on around me. I don't look like blind and deaf.
So you are 6 ahead. You are 6 ahead. It is your turn.
Well, I'm guessing I can't see anything or hear anything.
You can't see anything, no, but you can use your Tom Blues sixth sense. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you can try to run blindly. Everyone is run. You can hear. You can't hear very well. It's sort of like this, like what this.
Yep.
You can sort of hear
Okay.
like that, like people talking. You can hear people sort of saying "run, run," and you can vaguely
way.
try to. So you can roll a d6 to see if you run in the right direction.
I'm not gonna run right now.
Okay.
I'm
So you're
gonna duck because like the thing's kind of high up, right? It's like head height, right? The
Sure.
blob.
So that's what you're gonna do. You're
I'm
gonna duck.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get flat on my face.
Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna pull stuff off your face at the same time, or are you gonna keep? I'll let you do both.
I'll do both actually.
So what do you want to try and what part of your
My
face?
eyes.
Your eyes.
Yeah.
Good idea. So you try tearing it off your eyes and you duck. So you use a 0. Your turn.
I'm there, right?
You are there.
So,
yeah.
Is that the only light that's come on, or are there others that have like started to like?
No, the tunnel already has lights in it.
No, I mean that tunnel.
There's not a tunnel.
It's-
It's just a little. So you get on and you can move. It goes back onto this track or on this track.
I
It gives you
see.
a train you can control
Right.
essentially. But you can either go reverse into the blob and into the goo, or you can go forwards
Right.
and alongside the train. So the train's gonna rapidly disappear. Right
Yeah.
now. So you
Um,
can either wait until the blob goes fully by before you pull out,
yeah.
or
Really?
or you can go up here and contend with the blob.
Right.
Like Parasite Eve. You ever play that game?
Yeah.
That was a fucked up
That was-
game, man.
Yeah.
It's good though. You ever play Parasite Eve?
No, I've heard about it.
Yeah, that's a good. That'd be a game that you would. It's pretty well done. Like it's an RP, like a. I guess
It's like some sort of like action RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like Resident Evil-y, I guess, but the combat is a little bit different. But it's cool. There's a mode where there's like a hotel that's infested,
Yeah,
and when
that's
you
the
finish
coolest
the
level.
game, you can play the entire. The hotel has like 100 levels,
Yeah.
and you can slowly go up the hotel after you finish the game. It's like S game or end game, and you can like play and try to survive your way all the way to the top, and it's a way bigger challenge than playing the game on its own. It's pretty good.
I'm gonna like wait there and be like, guys, this way, everyone.
So you're getting on the thing.
Yeah. Like I'm like, yeah, I'll get
open.
on the thing. Yeah.
You can get on the thing.
Yeah, and I'll go around to this side so that if somebody
So you're
jumps
gonna
on
go
the
this
thing-
direction. You're
No,
not gonna
I'm
go,
not moving it yet.
Well, which way are you gonna go? Do you think?
I would suggest going this
Yeah,
direction.
that would probably be a good
So,
decision.
but-
Unless you want to be super like Daredevil.
Weird,
and go
yeah.
the other way.
I would do that
So I'm gonna stand on that side of
because I'm a
the
daredevil.
Yeah.
the push cart so that someone can just hop on and we can start moving right away.
Moving right away. What a good idea. So it is now your turn. So you are right here.
Yeah.
You're still attached to the train by your fingers. So you can use a couple different things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You can put your right hand is stuck.
Yeah.
So you can try and put your left hand up
Mhm.
and like pull yourself up a little bit and remove your hands because you have to like get higher to pull your hands out.
Right.
Or you can just rip your hands straight out. If you rip your hands straight out, then there is obviously you control how much damage you take more or less.
Yeah.
If you try to pull yourself up and then you fail, I get to roll on the damage.
Okay.
So you have to roll a strength check first to do that, or you can pull yourself up right up into the train. You can also try to remove your AI as well at this point, but that will negate your ability to
Do anything.
pull yourself up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that'd be my action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be.
I'm gonna get into the train.
You're gonna get into the train, so roll strength.
Whoa, nice.
Yo.
5.
Okay,
On
so
10.
you pull yourself into the train.
Yeah.
You're now here.
So
You look through the window,
Mm.
and you see this guy, and you're like standing in the window of the train. Behind you, there is. I'll explain in a second. I'm not going to do that right now. It's much more fun because you're stuck. You can't get out of the train. You're in the train now for at least another round.
yeah.
Your hand is out of the train. You're not getting hurt by the train anymore.
Right.
So you are. Now we have grabs.
Grabs.
Yeah.
Grabs, yeah.
What would you like to do, grabs?
Try to get out of the goop.
Okay. So you can roll a strength check, please. Tell me how many you pass by / fail by. Fail.
12.
Fail by 2.
So fail by 5, because you need at least 3. You need to pass by at least 3 to pull yourself out of the goop. So you are still stuck in the goop. You're still in the goop. Okay. Nothing happens. You're trying to move, and you can't really feel yourself move. You also feel more goo hit you.
Oh, Jesus.
You don't really know what's going on right now. You can't see.
Yeah.
There's goo everywhere. Your turn. You are here.
Yep.
You're not fettered in any way, so you can continue and you can be jumping on the little thing if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you jump on the little
Jump on the pump.
Jump on the pump.
I like
Alright.
nod to you.
Okay.
Like, this is
JP,
good. We've got 2.
Do I notice the thing fly over me?
Are you
I'm
staying on the ground?
I'm on the ground. I'm waiting for the thing to pass me.
Okay, you feel yourself moving.
Oh shit!
So you're in the goo as well now.
Oh
It's your turn.
Yeah.
You look back and you can see that there are in here. You can see that there's 2 people in the goo, and they're like attached to the train, sort of thing.
So we're being dragged by the train now.
You're being you're not being dragged by the train. You're being dragged by the goo. You're in the goo.
I'm being dragged towards the goo on the ground.
You're
in the goo. You're 100% in the arm of the goo. Like the arm moves through you, and you're in the goo.
It's a big fat arm.
It is a huge arm. It's a big, fat, like veiny arm in the tunnel.
That's
Yeah.
Every time.
that's something I'm wondering.
So you can both make whoever's stuck in the goo can make a health roll.
I only have 4 health in the first place.
Oh no! Your H.
My HT roll.
Yeah, your
okay.
HT roll. Your HP roll.
Yeah, 10 on 10.
11 on 11.
Okay. You are both okay so far.
So far.
Oh god, I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay. So you guys are on the
Yeah.
the thing.
Because it's still my action, because I haven't taken one yet.
Yes.
Is there a way I could calculate how to get them out of the goo with either physics, I guess would be, or mathematics?
Yeah,
applied?
you know
rip
that
us
you
pieces.
could stand
Critical
right
fails.
here
Right.
with some sort of a sword or some sort of a sharp object, and as the arm came by, you would slice through,
Right through it.
without even having to you would have to you have to
Swing
hit it,
her, yeah.
but you don't have to roll for damage.
Right.
And you know that you would slice easily through, and the goo arm would drop, and then you'd have to separate them out of the goo. That's your instant oh, I could do that, no problem.
Right.
If I had a sharp
Right, gotcha.
sharp sort of accoutrement
Yeah.
of some sort.
If you had grabbed the axe on my butt when I was picking you up, that could have happened.
You could have done that, yeah.
It's except that you took it out of your ass.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh man, this game. I relayed the information to you and asked if you have anything sharp. Or no, I don't. Oh,
Yes,
that's
I
right.
made
Yeah,
my
sorry. Hold
fucking
on. Sorry.
underwear.
I'm sorry. I wrong character. Sorry. I completely had a mind fart there. What is the little push
I
button?
look like Mila Jovovich from
Yeah.
Fidelity right now.
Yeah. What is the little push cart? What's it constructed of? Is it a little lock or something that holds the pulley together, or like how is it constructed? Is there some feasible way to like quickly dismantle it into something sharp?
Nope.
On the back of the mine cart, there is a shovel that's attached to the
actual
sort of like
platform.
There's a shovel, and there is also on the other side there is what looks like to be some sort of a crowbar, a pry bar of some sort. They're both. So that's on that side. That's all there is.
Okay, I guess it'll be my action then to unlatch the shovel and take the shovel then.
Okay, you now have the shovel, and the arm is now right here.
Okay.
You are down here somewhere. It is now. So it's your turn. You are now somewhere down here in the tunnel, in the train.
Yeah.
You turn around in the train, and you can see that the train is like the goo is like attached all over the place, like it's like
Cobwebbed.
Yeah, like cobweb, but all like undulating and oozing.
Have any of you guys played Halo?
Yeah.
Level Cortana?
Yeah, level Cortana.
I was just thinking anything by
The
dessert.
flood would also work.
Yeah.
The flood.
Yeah, it's like
Shit.
a flood ship inside.
Yeah.
But nothing is actually grabbing you or attacking you. You're just kind of in the train
Just
with
living.
this
Yeah.
living web. Yeah.
The blob.
Well, since I'm already here, I'm gonna try to attempt to get my AI back.
Okay. So there's not much of the train that is. You have to put your hands through goo in order to touch the train. You could also try to pick your way slowly up the train towards the engine compartment, where you know your AI said he was, or where you last felt he was. The only other way that you could do it is you could try and touch the ground around where the goo is, or you could take your shoes off and try to use your bare feet against the grill to touch.
I'm gonna go to the engine.
Okay, so you slowly start picking your way through the goo here. Right now, you don't have to roll anything, no decks or anything. It's fairly easy to not step on goo, but that might change as
Things happen.
times happen. It is now Grab's turn.
Grabs.
Yeah, Grabs.
Try again.
You're in the goo.
Yeah, I am.
Like with me in the big arm?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can try to pull yourself out by making a strength check.
I still have. Do I still have my knife in my
You
hand?
do.
So would I be able to try and cut away at?
You can try and cut away, from the inside. So roll damage.
Oh.
Because you're in it. You're just moving your arm around, right?
Okay.
You know?
3.
That's great. And nothing happens really.
Oh, right,
You
because
kinda-
-3. Yeah.
no. There's no -3.
No.
You
It
just
just doesn't.
you
float
you
through
go
the
like
goo.
this. You feel a bunch of pink stuff like immobilize your hand. Your turn.
Sarah.
My turn.
Yeah.
Can't. Kind of just stuck on the pump cart. There's not really much I can do.
Well, you can
there's
start
a
pumping
probe,
Yeah.
because you know that the arm is going to catch up with you.
pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start pumping then.
Okay. So you slowly start pumping, and the train car slowly starts to move up this thing here, but it's still inside the wall. It is now your turn.
JP,
I have my
you're
axe
in
in
goo.
hand, right?
You do have your
Yes.
axe in hand.
Like a barbarian, I shall start thrashing crazily around trying not to hit, like making a pointedly trying not to hit him.
Well, you can't
You don't
see
even
him
know he's
yet.
there.
My eyes are
You
open. though.
don't even.
No,
know
you're
what
in
he's
the
there.
you're
Oh,
back in the hole.
oh, right.
In the arm.
Okay.
You can thrash. You don't even know he's in the arm.
Oh god, I start thrashing around.
See,
again.
I'm just
roll
saying, what I would do if I was you guys would be to try and hook the axe into the floor beneath you, and then it might pull you in.
I don't know which side's
Roll
up or
your
down.
roll your axe skill.
5 on 12.
Wow.
Yeah. So you roll amazingly well, and you thrash the axe around a whole bunch, and you fall out the bottom of the arm.
Wow.
It is now your turn.
I'm gonna like move here and like put the shovel up against the ground to like give it support and like wait for the arm to slide.
All right. Roll your strength.
Damn, I can't use karate. Eh? No.
Nope, you're using a shovel.
Yeah.
Pole arms down. Right.
There you
The
go.
only roll I fucking get this game.
So the arm separates out of the thing
Thank
and drops to the ground, and you have been saved.
He's still in the arm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go. The train disappears off down the tunnel, and
I did that to
carrying him away.
Akira, no!
Well,
The train disappears off.
I've stopped pumping the cart once I see that.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm not surprised. It's a 2-pump chump.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a girl though.
Exactly.
oh,
She's pretty masculine, pretty butchy though. So.
I see.
Yes. So, combat is over. You guys have escaped more or less.
I get up, try to
unscathed.
cut him out of the.
Finally, I do something.
Yeah, there's a
decent.
bunch of you. You all kind of separate him out of the goop.
Young lad, that was a close one.
I put the shovel back in its place on the platform
Okay.
so that it's still with the platform.
Who is cutting people out of the goop? You're using the shovel,
Yeah.
right? So you can roll a perception check, and you get +2 to your perception.
Oh, thank God, I'll need it.
I'm using my
And
axe
still
to cut
fail.
him.
Watch this, guys.
You're using your axe.
Oh,
to
actually,
separate him out?
not.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9 on 14.
There you go. And you roll. You can roll on your axe skill.
7.
Okay. So you both uncover a. You uncover what is a. It's a shoulder holster
Okay.
with a long-barreled revolver in
Okay.
it, and you uncover an ammo box out of the goop that was in the arm.
I put on
Cool.
proudly the ammo holster and the shoulder holster.
Okay.
Whatever.
That's all you've done. I'll take a look inside the ammo box.
Okay. So inside the ammo box is a bandolier of shotgun shells. A pair of really short, tight denim shorts.
Nice.
And a machete.
I'll take the short, tight denim shorts and the machete,
Okay.
Aww.
and I'll throw the shorts at. I hear that, and I'll just throw the shorts at him.
Yes, I'm close. I'm so happy. Thank you, girl. Pretty lady.
They think you
I
like
don't
you
need a
were
hug.
sprayed on.
Oh, Jesus.
So-
can I have the bandolier? I'll treat you the gun. I'll treat you the holster first.
Yeah. I give you the bandolier. I'm
Okay.
just like, take it, and I does like the scuba suit I'm wearing have any like attachments on
No.
its waist,
It's
or
very smooth and svelte.
I'm Black Widow. Okay.
And I have really short, tight denim shorts. This is great.
Yeah, you're
Why do I have them?
you're friggin' Joe Dirt over here.
Alright, take a look around. Ask around who knows how to use a revolver. Who knows how to use a revolver here?
I can fix it for you.
I,
Shot though.
Anyone have pistol skills here? I like my guns big.
I do.
Okay. Brave young man, take this.
Brave
Large
young man.
pistol.
Take it. And
What skills do you have? Do you have any weapon skills?
Yeah, I got knife. Let's see.
You get knife.
Yeah. Knife, pistol, rifle, submachine gun.
I give you the revolver.
so
Okay.
mean.
You don't have any
So
weapons.
mean to the dog.
Okay, I checked to see how many shots I have in it.
It's full.
Okay.
And there's also 2 speed loaders on the
Okay.
other side.
Oh, how many shots are in the
Revolver?
bandolier?
The bandolier?
Yeah.
Yeah. The bandolier has 14 shells.
I reload both my shotguns.
Okay, they're sawed-offs,
Yeah.
double barrels. So
Yes.
you can either shoot single shots
Or
or,
double shots,
both at the
yeah.
same time.
I store them back in my
Denim shorts.
stretching them even tighter. Yeah, like pants.
Yeah, no, you can tuck them in a bandolier.
Okay,
There's, like,
okay,
buttons
I do
in the
that
bandolier,
then.
you can sort of tuck them in. So everyone has weapons now, right? I guess, I think. There's still
I
a
also have
machete
my
that's
axe.
not taken.
I have it.
You have the machete?
I have it.
Okay.
I shall keep my axe.
Okay. Well, you're the only one with the axe skill, so probably.
Yeah.
And I've been using the axe really well. And I love it. And I shall name it Farrah.
Yeah. So the revolver is a 500 express.
Oh shit!
So it does 5d6 plus 6.
It fits. It definitely fits your character. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's a gigantic.
It's an angry gun.
Yeah.
It's a gigantic gun. It's heavy. It takes a full round to ready it.
Okay.
So most guns you can just draw it and you can use it. This one you have to draw it and then hold it for a second
I have,
just to even get no minuses.
I have fast draw pistol. Though.
Okay,
So,
you-
yeah.
that's fine. So you can still. Then that means if you draw it, it still take. Normally it would take someone
Okay.
2 seconds. It takes you a normal round
Okay.
to ready it because you already have fast draw.
Okay.
What is your strength?
My strength 12.
Okay, so you have no minuses to use it as well.
You know, she's a beast.
Yeah, she's a beast mode. So everyone's got
Yeah.
weapons. Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
Akila, it took Akila. We must save her.
That thing
helped
is
us out.
long gone.
I'm just kind of leaned up against. Who the fuck are you people? Where the fuck am I? What the fuck was that thing?
I sit down. I'm like, why don't we have a seat? And I tap the little platform beside me, and I sit down. I'm like, I can only tell you what I've experienced and what I've observed because none of this really makes sense to us either. But let me tell you what's happened so
I
far.
sit down like a good boy as well.
Yeah, and I kind of go through it with you, and I'm trying to make it not seem as traumatic as it was for us.
Non-stop licking my beard.
Ooh.
I can't roll psychology on you, so I'm just gonna try and be very comforting.
I'm like the whole time. I just look super unimpressed, and kind of just pissed off about everything that's happening.
Yeah, you and me both.
I don't even notice. I just go straight to you and start like flirting and shit. I'm not actually gonna say those words because I don't know what to say.
No, I wouldn't flirt with me. I have bad temper.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm caressing it.
Okay.
Yeah. Compulsive carousing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Well, I'm gonna roll on my bad temper to see if I get mad at you. 12 or less.
Yeah, pass on top of us.
Nope.
13. You're angry.
Yep.
And I can't.
I'm gonna roll to punch him in the arm.
Okay.
Just the arm?
Punch him in
That's
the arm.
I have combat reflexes sometimes.
I don't know.
I have brawling. I have brawling.
Combat reflexes?
I have combat reflexes. Yeah.
Oh, if you have combat reflexes, you can dodge
I dodge.
or parry, whatever.
Well, actually no. I parry.
So when you parry, you can like grab her hand
And then I pull her in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that. It's not a good idea, probably, but no, it's fine.
So first, I'm gonna roll my carousing because I don't want to do that.
Do you have any like karate or martial arts of any sort?
I only got elbow strike and anything that.
No, those are techniques.
Okay. Sex appeal.
Sex appeal.
I don't know. You should have. You don't have any other
Nope. Brawling. That's about
sex
it.
appeal.
Brawling. That's about it.
Okay.
His
that's fine.
weaponized
He's
sexuality.
really good at brawling.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll my compulsive carousing to see if I actually like pull you in.
Well, carousing has nothing to do with that. Carousing is like drinking and partying.
Okay. Fine. Then I just parry you. How much do I roll for?
Just well, it says parry. It's the same as it should be
Parry
listed.
10.
Parry 10. Yeah.
That was a 4, I think.
We roll it on. You get hit in the arm. Roll for damage and roll your thrust. Thrust it hard at him.
Okay.
You
I
can
had a
check
good
your
roll
blow
at
if you
first.
want to, but you don't have to.
I don't think he
Yeah,
wants
again.
to.
If you check your blow, you only do 1 damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So you don't have to.
Well, there's a roll value for compulsive carousing.
Yeah, but carousing is not
Hitting
sleeping
on
with
people.
someone. Carousing is like partying. You're like, ooh, let's go
Okay,
party,
okay,
let's
okay.
drink, let's get this shit going.
Okay.
Oh,
You know,
need to
let's
do
get
it,
turned. Let's get turned. Let's get
Oh
turned.
man.
Where you going? No. Sit back down. You don't get to smoke until the end. Come on now. Come on. You can go another like half an hour. That's all we got left.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
that went fast.
Well, we only play until 9:30 now, so because of this loser bag over here. No, it's all good. It's all good. That's why I said like from now on, if we can start to like
Yeah.
show up at
Earlier.
6,
Yeah.
then we can start at 6:15, 6:30. We get 3
I
hours.
look at it like, are you done?
Awkward silence.
Just sat nodding.
Blues. Tom Blues. Nice to meet you. I am just as confused as you are. I woke up today as
No,
well.
that's not how you sound.
I'm mimicking his voice.
Ah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Voice.
How to roll for? What is
And
it?
you're all
Impersonate,
mimicking.
5.
Yeah, exactly. So hurry up and fail. So All right. So what was it again? What did you say?
Blues. Tom Blues.
There we go.
I'm just as confused as you are. I woke up today as well. Sorry.
I've been down here for a long time, or it feels that way, and it does not help the situation at all. It makes no more sense to us. Just telling you what's happened. Now we can all at least make decisions on an equal footing.
I see we destroyed the Randall.
What? Did you just turn into a pirate? What just happened?
I got lost. I got lost in my head.
Come on, man, this is Tom Blues. This is what happens.
Yeah, remember he's like inconsistent, right?
So,
I was going like speaking Spanish accent last time around.
Yeah. Oh, it switched a few times last time. It was great.
I think it's because they hit on the head.
So,
No fellow.
What should we do, guys? Instead of just stand around punching each other. Should we go after Aquila, or should?
Yes. Let's go to Akira. We must save her.
I think staying together at this point is the best call.
Well,
So we
yeah,
must
we
save
can,
Aquila.
we can go together to save Aquila.
Okay, everybody,
to save
onto the
quote
pump
unquote.
cart. I shall pump vigorously.
piece of shit.
Sorry.
For fuck's sake, let's go.
Get off me, Lucky Charms. So you get on the
I start pumping.
you get on the thing, you start pumping. You don't even. No one else actually needs to pump it.
Yeah.
Just pump it.
No,
Someone else has a. What's your strength?
13.
Yeah, if someone else has a strength of 12 or 13 and wants to pump,
Yeah,
that will just. It won't prolong the speed. It will prolong the endurance.
Oh.
You can go for a lot longer if both people are pumping simultaneously.
Please.
If only one person's doing all the work, you
Fucking stop!
That's what
I know exactly what you just
I don't know how to do it.
There's a list of things that are not okay, and that is not on it, sir.
Okay.
But yes, I will help him pump.
Miss Connolly. Some more, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
We pump together.
Within a couple minutes, you're both glistening. You're pretty naked, and you're pretty naked as well.
I'm wearing a bandolier and a.
I'm pretty sure you have less clothes on than you did when you were wearing the loincloth.
You tie the loincloth around your head.
No.
No, use it like just tie it around your shoulder and use it to hold the axe on your back.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. No, bandolier. The bandolier,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Bandolier man.
The bandolier across your shoulders.
Hey, Mr. Bandolier man. All right. You're pumping away down the hallway together. We're gonna go to Ruben. So you guys have to pretend that you don't hear
Last time I
when
did
we
brawl
play
in the
because
face.
you're already ahead. After about 2 minutes, you're walking up the train.
Yeah.
After about 2 minutes, you're getting towards the engine compartment. You can see up ahead there's a door marked.
Yeah.
Engine. And as you approach the door, all of the in the goo, you see like 2 or 3 heads come like out of the goo, and they turn towards you all simultaneously, and their mouths open, and they all speak in the voice of your AI.
Oh fuck! This is turning into Soma right now.
And it's like,
Oh no!
it's like, Aquila, I never realized what kind of conscience I could have. Join me in the engine room, and we will merge as one.
No thanks.
Join us,
No thanks.
or die.
Oh great.
Aquila.
Oh great.
Roll your willpower.
No.
You have willpower, right?
Yeah, 11.
Oh yeah.
Want to do a set of dice?
Oh, you don't fail this one. This is the one you don't want to fail.
You wanna roll
This
this
is a
one?
good one not to fail. Just to let you know.
Roll on a solid surface.
Roll it all together. Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's a good roll. That's a good roll. That's
Third character gone.
no. You're not dead. You're not
Oh
dead.
my
You're
god.
not dead.
What happens to me now, John?
I don't know. I don't need to walk out of here. No, it's good. You know what? We have to play this in another area of the house.
Is it just him?
Yeah, we'll go outside for a second.
Oh no.
You know what?
This is a good one not to fail.
Critical fail.
Critical fail.
You can't fail worse.
Six.
You literally cannot fail worse than that.
No.
And this is a lucky
You would have to
save.
have a minus to feel worse than that.
Wow.
You have to be fucking disabled.
Wow.
I was doing so well with these two.
No, you weren't.
I was doing fairly well, actually. I would say.
Kind
I
of.
only failed once today. Well, twice, but that's.
My
Oh,
dice,
catch
my
it.
dice are my friends today. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
not getting my face.
I
stained
had
in.
to I had to substitute my pink dice because they're normally okay, but
2, 3, 4. Not that bad.
you have gotten a couple fives, which have been like really nice.
Yeah. 6, 6, 3 for that.
I haven't heard Ruben start yelling yet, so it might not be too terrible.
Or he's just really shocked. Like, they're
Speechless.
like they draw on the floor. Like,
Oh, I heard loud banging.
I don't think we should be listening to this.
No.
That's
No, everybody
definitely
shut-
part a lot.
Yeah,
no, everyone
yeah.
shut up.
So
Blah,
that
blah.
right. I played Mass Effect recently, and I fucking hate that Thresher moss. The fights with the Thresher moss is pretty much luck. If they work, the Thresher moss, the giant sandworms that appear out of nowhere and try to kill you. If they like, it's pretty much luck. It's for them not to appear right beneath you. Like even if you're moving, it doesn't matter.
that shoe. Drop that shoe.
So scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it with 10 being horrific? How bad was it?
Oh.
11. Let's see. Right.
So, what happens is you guys two pump jump to the to the next station.
2 chumps pumping.
You get to the next station, and the train is already at the next station. There is when you get to the next station, there are 2 doors. There's a door to that's where the train is stopped. So we'll go to the next.
So we caught up the train. And stopped
Yeah,
the
yeah. It
station.
kind of takes you about 30 minutes. You guys both lose half your FP. Your
Fatigue
Oh,
point.
by the way,
if you only have 10, you lose 5. If you have more than 10, you still lose 5. So whatever
do
your
I get any
FP is-
HP back? It's been a while. Like, if I get any back?
What?
Like HP. Like, didn't you say like we get HP as we get health back as we go?
What? No.
No. Okay, never
No.
mind.
You get if you rest, you get 1 hit point back per day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
If
then.
someone
I'm
does
still
first aid
dying.
on you, then you will get some hit points back.
I'm still dying.
But you have to ask for some first aid. You have to be like, I need some first aid. Is anyone a doctor here? Does anyone have first aid skills?
No, I
Nope.
don't think so.
Nobody.
I have
I
I have
can help
basic
your mind
first aid.
there.
Well, basic first aid will still give.
Okay,
some.
I don't think she wants to give it to me though.
Well, no, because you're not very nice to her.
I can hook you up to a medical unit and fix you that way, but nope.
And my first aid isn't great either.
All mind.
Okay, so this is what. So you guys continue along down the track. So where the train is stopped, right here. Well, you can't see, but there's. Well, yeah, you can't see anything. So you come to a stop here. There is a sign on here that says Warehouse 13, and then on the other side here, there's another one here that says Presidential Bunker, and there's a huge ornate, like mahogany door here, and the door is swinging open on one hinge.
Why
And
is
you
there a
guys
presidential-
slowly come to a creaking halt.
Why is there a bunker under the sea?
So can we see into the train?
You can. All the train windows are dark,
This is the goop, probably.
and it smells like barbecue.
I
That's better than I thought it would.
I walk up to one of the windows and peer inside.
You peer inside and it looks like all of the flesh. It looks like there's. Remember, like I described before, like the flood. Remember everything connected like that, except all of the goop is all shriveled and dead and hanging loose. And there's like, and it's all looks burnt and dead.
Guys, I think it's dead.
Lifeless.
I think Akira did it.
Passed on, deceased.
On to me, his maker.
Ascended.
This goop's dead. All right.
I tell the group that
It's dead.
So, are there any doors open on the train?
No.
No.
Can I use my xenology?
Well, you can look through the train. It looks like there might be a door open on the other side that leads into wherever this is, but
there's no one to get into the train from our side.
it's the other side. There's no. Well, there's windows you can break. There's a window all the way at the end you can break. There's, you could probably open an access panel somewhere. It's not. The train's not powered.
Okay.
Any ideas?
Well, you could try breaking.
Would we could take the pry bar off the pump cart and try and pry one of the doors open?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
I agree.
TB, you're the strongest.
Right then.
I'm like, you want to get it right there.
Yes, man.
I flex every muscle I can.
Okay.
And I put the pry bar in. And
Put
I
it
flex-
in. I put that bar in.
I shove it in deep.
That's right.
And then I
Deep
flex
inside.
Twist it around a little
every
bit.
muscle that I can, twist it around, make sure it's nice and deep. And then I pull.
All right. Okay. So roll your
Is it a
strength
tight
skill. It's a real tight fit. Yeah. You roll your strength skill. You get +2 from using the tool.
2, 4, 9. 9 on 15.
Okay.
You're
So you
fine.
just like you
Clink.
open. It opens.
It flies open. It
effortlessly.
flies open.
Yeah.
And I kiss my
It opens
biceps.
wide. Spreads wide.
Right, okay, cool.
I am
Yeah.
readying my gun and aiming it at the door.
Okay.
I holster the pry bar into my
I
bandolier.
shine my LED flashlight into the.
Yeah, you shine it in. There, again, there's the smell of sort of like organic, like if you go into like a warehouse, not a warehouse, like a greenhouse that's full of like plants that are sort of like a greenhouse already has that moist smell because it's sealed in, but then also like imagine all the plants inside are dead. It's kind of like a sickly sweet.
So it smells like a bag of
earthy
smashed
smell.
assholes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What?
What? It smells like a bag of smashed assholes.
I
Take an asshole and you
Whoosh.
smash it up, and it smells like
Yep.
over my hand.
earthy, loamy smell.
Now that it's not moving and
Slugs
pulsating
in
and
moist.
withering, can I? There's some on the ground, right? That's just.
There is some on the ground, right?
Can I like scoop a little piece up with my machete and examine it?
Sure, you can.
Cool.
Are you using your
Where is
oh, you
Akira?
don't have it.
Xenology.
I didn't find Akira.
Sure, you can roll on your xenology skill.
Cool.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, come on. Ah, yeah, look at that. 6, 7, 8, 9 on 10. Not
Too
by a
bad
lot.
there is a minus. No, I'm just joking. You can't tell much from your initial, because you don't have any, like, you don't have a scanner, you're just like, looking at it.
Yeah.
It jumps up your nose. No, I'm just joking. You're like, shit. No, you're looking at it, and it smells very sweet, and that sweetness, for some reason, makes you think of something occult. You don't know why. Maybe
But
something
just
you
something
read in a
I've come
book that
across
you've read
or-
somewhere that because I can't give you
Yeah,
much
yeah.
because you didn't really pass, but you didn't really fail.
Yeah.
You passed, but you failed based on the skill modifier. But there is a sort of something you read somewhere that says like that level of saccharine sweetness that it's coming from it. It's not just the odor of human flesh, and it's not the
raw.
odor of just rotting plants. The level of sweetness to it makes it's like a smoky sweetness, and for some reason that thinks to you
That triggers
something occulty.
Right.
That's all I can tell you.
Cool.
I start digging around for signs of Aquila.
Okay, so where are you gonna head?
I am at the we're at the front of the train, right? In the engine
You're
room?
almost at the front. There's like an engine room here, and the door to the engine room is open.
First thing I do is check the engine room. Shotgun drawn.
Okay, you head into the engine room, and you can see that Aquila is slumped in the chair, like
Conductor's chair?
the conductor, the engineer's chair, the chief engineer's chair, slumped in the chair, and she's pulled both of the brakes to stop the train.
Okay.
And like she's pulled, and her fingernails are dug into her palms. She's completely passed out, but there is also like an explosion of like all the flesh and all the globules and is around her, like again like in Akira.
Yeah. It's all spread out.
It's all like there's no goop at all on the floor,
Right.
and it like there's scorch marks as if she's like
Exploded
internally
something.
exploded,
Right.
and she's untouched, and the goo everywhere is like fried.
Right.
Yeah, and she's unconscious. Like
I call him over, guys. Like, I found her. It doesn't look good.
Can I make a physiology check and see if there's anything?
what do you mean by physiology?
Physiology, the way someone's body is working.
It's not working.
It's not like there's no movement, there's no respiratory.
Her arms. I'll roll it first.
Yeah.
Let's see if you fail this thing, 'cause you're really good at failing. This
I
thing.
am really good at failing.
Okay, so when he fails, you can roll something.
No, I'm not going. I'm just thinking the whole
Yes,
time.
sucker! 7 on 10.
All right.
The entire time I have my gun trained on them, like just
I got my shotgun out.
staring down the barrel.
Okay. So her arms are locked, almost like in rigor mortis, like they're stiff.
Okay.
And you can't, like, all the muscles are
Are
tense, are
contracted and-
completely, like, as if there was an electric current
Right.
put through her arms.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Um,
But that only in her arms and in her shoulders. Nowhere else in her body is that found. The rest of her body is limp and loose. Just the arms are completely contracted. And when you get kind of close, you can sort of see that even though her fingernails are in there, there's also a slight smell of burnt toast. Dr. Panfield,
Right,
just like a slight like a burned or like a
Singed.
you know when you like the battery sort of like that battery dischargey smell. It's kind of like that. That's what it smells like.
Okay.
In the air.
I like start poking at her arms and like testing pressure points to see if her arms react at all or move, or like to see if I can get her fingers to let go.
You can't
No.
let her fingers let go at all. No, they're completely stiff. They're
Um,
stiff and engorged.
Okay. I start relaying information to everybody else, saying like her arms seem to be completely seized.
We can't move her. We can't move the.
I don't see a way without forcibly prying her fingers from the brakes.
Step aside.
We can.
I have my axe.
We can try
I will-
waking her up and see what
I will not.
it
Yeah.
does.
I will. Good idea. Do that first.
Don't do anything. with
Yeah.
the axe.
So like we try. I'll try shaking her.
Shaking her.
Yeah.
That's a good first aid maneuver.
I've already
Well, like not
slap-
rigorously, but like
Nothing happened.
No, her neck snaps.
The head rolls off onto the floor.
Yeah, you need another character.
No, so
Nothing happens?
I guess I can't really wake her up from like poking her or like, you know what I mean. Like I don't want to get too physical.
You want to get physical?
I want to poke her.
Okay. When you're engorged?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna get physical. Physical. We're gonna get physical.
Want to see your body turn? Okay, right. So you, what are you doing? Anything doing? No one knows doing anything else?
I don't know.
Over there, hang out.
My axe. I can't do anything with my axe. My voice is going. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You have to. Sorry, this is what happens. If you're gonna make us stop playing a full hour before it normally stops, you gotta keep the voice going.
Yeah.
You've got another 15 minutes to go.
Can I try prying her hands from?
You can.
Yeah.
You can. Roll strength.
Something's gonna break.
Oh wow.
9.
No.
Oh no.
Fail 11.
Oh no.
You failed?
By 1.
Okay. You start to like pull her hands away, and you can feel like one of her fingers like dislocates as you're like, ooh, and you're like, ooh, I'm not gonna do that anymore. You take 1 point of damage.
I will take my axe and just pretty much cut away a large part of the control panel that she's grabbing onto.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna remove her from the injury.
It takes you about 25 minutes, but you manage to cut away the control panel that
She's
is
grabbed
that's
onto.
holding her. And then as you go to move the control panel, she falls away and her hands drop off the controls.
Damn.
I steady her. I try to
No,
catch
she's
her.
completely unconscious.
No, as she falls is what I mean.
Okay.
I try and
Roll strength. You weak?
Yeah,
What happens if you critically fail that?
Yeah, so you can roll strength.
You just break your back.
What are you? Are you really skinny and small?
What's your weight?
124.
124.
Yeah. So just roll. See, you're just seeing if you can. You're gonna roll dex, not strength.
Okay.
See if you catch it in time.
I do.
Okay. You manage to just cradle her as she falls.
You don't take another point of damage.
If only somebody could reset that finger.
Yeah.
Basic first aid.
Well, if I was awake.
Yeah. You do it yourself.
You can.
Yeah, first
Yeah,
aid.
he's got first aid.
I got it back. Whatever.
You can't do first aid on yourself.
No.
You can't do first aid on yourself to if you're bleeding out.
Yeah.
You can't do first aid on yourself to stop to get.
You could set your finger.
You can set your finger. You're not going to get any health points back though. If someone else has
Right.
to, usually do that to you can't give yourself health points. It's kind of.
Do you have basic first aid?
Yeah, extremely basic.
Like how much basic?
10.
Okay.
I would. I'm more likely to make the situation worse at this point.
I go to her.
Akira, get up, wake up.
Tapping on side of her head. Wake her up. Gently.
Gently.
Nothing happens, I'm guessing?
Her face breaks.
Shatters to 1,000 pieces and start crying.
Her face shatters. It's rolling underneath. He stands up and pulls a shotgun out.
Perhaps we should get her out of this train.
Yeah, it's a good idea. So
I will fireman
I'll
carry
help
her.
you carry.
Okay, so we all both take an arm then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we get off the train,
Drag
and,
her off the
onto
train.
the platform. Yeah.
So what? So you're going this way? You're going into warehouse 13.
Yeah.
And I lead the way with my shotgun drawn.
Okay. So you step into warehouse 13.
Oh,
Uh,
that show.
And you look into the room
I know
is
that show.
fairly big, I will say. The only thing you can there's no lights on except right at the very very back. You can see what looks like you can see you're in a huge room, and when I say huge, I mean
Massive,
kilometer or two long, kilometer or two wide, and you can see right at
A
the back
landing strip.
under a bunch of lights is a tarpaulin over what is very clearly a ship.
Like an actual boat ship.
A ship, yeah, a huge boat. A huge
Here's
ship.
when I wish I had my old character with me.
So this is obviously not the same warehouse we saw before coming down the shaft.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you.
I'll look for some light switches on the wall.
You can see light switches when you pull them. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You can see that sort of. So let me see what I can sort of draw from you. So when you walk into this area, there is what looks like to be maybe a loading bay of some sort on either side of where the door was that you opened into the warehouse. There is also kind of a ramp that goes down here and goes down here. At the bottom so this is like a ramp going down, right? Into the room.
Yeah.
At the very bottom of there's stairs here. And a sort of railing in the middle. And at the bottom there is a desk with typewriters on both sides. There are green Tiffany lamps above each one. They are off, but you can sort of see them in your flashlight. Beside each of these typewriters on either side, there are golf carts. Yeah. That's pretty much all you can see. Everything else, your lights don't pierce more than that distance.
Okay.
They're not very strong flashlights.
I go check out the golf cart, see if I can turn them on or turn the lights on or something.
Okay, do you have any sort of automotive driving skills?
I have machinist.
I'll allow you to roll on IQ and add +1 for machinist.
Okay.
It's not super difficult.
I
for
failed.
a go-kart.
I failed.
Okay. You're like, boo, boo. You don't really know how to do it.
Nothing happens.
No, not really. You know what? You don't have to roll. I don't know what you're doing. The golf carts have keys in them. You know fucking what. You know, this is a stupid rule. You can turn on the golf. You can turn the key.
Yeah.
Nothing happens when you turn the key.
I'm gonna look at the typewriters to see if there's anything on them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
Yeah.
I'll follow then.
Yeah.
So Sarah and I will go down to the typewriters and the Tiffany lamps.
So you look at this. You look at both of them, and there is no paper in them. But when you look closely at the rubber that it goes through, it looks like the only keys that were written on them. When you look in the typewriter, the only ones that were written with were zeros and ones.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Cool.
And all like the cartridge, like the cylinder, it has like imprints of zeros and ones all over the place.
Is it actual binary or is it just?
Well, you can't. There's no paper, so it's random imprints.
Oh, right. So it's just all.
They're all on top of each other, and
I'm gonna try and turn the lamp on.
okay, you turn the lamp on. The lamp turns on.
Okay.
Cool. The lamp turns on top of the
Is there
typewriter.
are there drawers on the desks or anything?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to kind of rifle through them, see if there's anything of interest in there.
So when you open up, so there's drawers on either side, and when you open up the drawers and you look through, you find like all kinds of office supplies. Nothing super fancy. It looks like there was a ton of rubber bands, but they've all like sort of crumbled into just dust,
Hardened
rubber
and-
dust.
yeah.
Yeah. Like you try to open them and they just fall. But there's like it looks like there was like the bottom drawers of both were thousands of rubber bands, sort of loose. And then there's also in one of the drawers there are naval insignia, like that would go on your
Right. Gotcha.
on
Like
your arms,
stripes.
and they've got little clips on them.
Okay.
Roland's still stuck in his little pod, isn't he? Your other character is still stuck
Yeah,
in his pod.
He's got like another 42 hours left or something like that.
I'll
If
check.
time goes normally.
Yeah.
I'll check the go-kart or the little golf cart beside the Tiffany lamp I'm looking at to see if there's any papers or like in the glove compartment or
There's not,
under the seats.
there's not a glove compartment in it. There are 2 golf clubs in the back of the golf cart.
Those kind of maces.
There's also, when you roll a perception check, do you have a flashlight?
No, I'm going by the Tiffany lamp.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
No,
Fail
fail by
miserably.
1.
You don't see anything.
Oh, I also examined what's in the golf carts where I'm at.
In the what?
Golf carts, back to golf carts and the seats. of the golf
So
cart.
you look in this golf cart on
Yeah.
this side.
Yeah.
Do you have a flashlight?
I don't have flashlight now.
Okay. So roll perception.
14.
Okay. So you again find a couple of golf tees. And a
clips.
couple of cigar butts, but nothing else. It's very difficult. You can't really see the light. You haven't turned on any lights over here. It's pretty. You don't have a flashlight, so you're just kind of like.
I go back, turn lights on, I come back, yeah.
Okay, so you turn the Tiffany lamp on.
Yeah.
You can roll another perception check. You can add +2 to your perception.
6, 10 on 12.
Okay, so there you go. So you make it. You find. You see that on the front of the golf cart is the presidential seal.
Oh.
And in the back of the golf cart there is a like a rusty container trunk that opens and closes. When you look inside there is a 3-piece suit. It looks quite old. The shirt is very, very yellowed, but the rest of the clothing there's mothballs in there, so it's not in terrible shape. It smells like mothballs, obviously. You also find a really, really, really old body arm, like a bulletproof vest, but it's like from like the 40s style bulletproof vest. So it's really heavy and it's got lead plates in it. It's very effective, but it's also extremely heavy.
Well, I'm very strong.
Okay.
I put on everything except for the shirt. And I take the my things
call
off. My denim thing off and just throw it on.
Just put the suit on. Okay, the suit has a pretty good. It's a little tight on you, but it's not. It's an okay fit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 40 style, you know, and you've got like leather shoes, the whole 9 yards. You've got those springs that go on your arms. It would go on the shirt arms, but there's no shirt, so you just put them around your biceps to kind of like you know, it's like tighten around your.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what those springs are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway,
most of my pockets as well. If there's pockets in the suit and pants.
Yeah. So you go through, and there's ID, and there's a picture of a guy that you don't know, you don't recognize. His name was Walter Jakes, and apparently he was a member of the Secret Service.
Okay. Cool. No, I'm decked out. Are there any golf clubs in the thing?
There's no golf clubs and things. You also find a Colt 911 pistol with a single magazine of ammunition. It is nickel plated, so it's shiny and it's got ivory grips.
Okay. Do I have a holster for it?
No.
Okay. I just put it in my back.
It looks like there might have been a leather holster, but it seems to have maybe fallen apart.
Alright, so I got one ID, one 911 Colt, plus one mag.
Well, I kind of sound off like it looks like this place can go on forever. We should check the other bunker first.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I grab a golf club from her golf cart.
Okay.
Or pair of them, actually.
So you're now carrying an axe, 2 golf clubs, a shotgun,
And a bandolier.
and a Colt 911.
and a crowbar.
Oh, you kept it with you?
That pry bar is like probably 15 pounds. It's a huge. It's not like a little crowbar. It's like a pry bar used for prying like rail. No rails. It's a rail one for like
gotcha.
when you want to move a rail.
Oh,
from one
I'm
to
keeping
another.
that. I'm keeping that.
You keeping that?
I'm keeping all of that.
How?
Okay.
I'm a big man.
And you're wearing a Kevlar plated vest.
Yeah. It's not
How
Kev-
can you?
It's lead.
Lead,
So
lead.
it's lead.
Okay,
Actually,
how are you gonna move?
So you're now at this level here of encumbrance.
Okay.
We've got about 100 pounds worth of stuff.
Okay, a
approximately.
medium encumbrance. Okay.
Yeah. So that means you're now -2 to dodge,
Okay.
and your move is now 3.
Okay.
Your dodge is 7 instead of 9.
Okay, well, you know, at that point, I really wouldn't mind not dodging. It was like, don't put the shit on me.
So the bulletproof vest
Yep.
gives you a DR damage resistance of 5 on your chest and
Nice.
on your back. It's a pretty high DR.
Yeah, that's
It's a
wicked.
pretty high
Yeah.
DR, yeah. It just means that any damage that you take from the front
It's
or from the
halved.
back
Or
is
it's
you're going to
lowered
take
by
5 damage off it,
Okay.
right?
Cut by 5.
So you guys head
I'm
back
an
through.
arsenal now.
You guys head back through the train. Oh, you also find a when you're heading back the other way, you find like hanging up on either side of the doors that you didn't see before. There are hurricane like oil lamps
Okay.
that you can like light and carry with you if you want to.
I'll take one of those.
I take one and pass it to her.
Yeah, I can't really carry. I have my gun out still. There's no way I can carry a lamp.
And a gun.
Yeah, well, like with that revolver.
I take a look. Never mind.
Yeah.
I have a flashlight.
Go over to the
passed out person.
Put the like handle around my neck.
I hang it off one of the many weapons on my back and just kind of just hanging there, facing forward.
Okay.
And it's light it too.
Okay, so you head back through the train and out the other side, and you head back to the other doors where this says presidential bunker.
Yeah.
And you step through the doors, and we play next time.
Oh.
Yeah, so good, eh?
How many? Oh, hold on a second. I need a lamp. as
How
well.
many went?
Never mind. I'm just wondering how much I have right now. I have 1 fire axe, 2 double barrel shotguns, a crowbar, a Colt 911, 2 golf clubs, and a lead vest.
And a pry bar.
And
And a
a
pry bar.
Yeah, crowbar, pepper, whatever. Something. Wow, I'm loaded for bear.
Yeah.
Do you have a trash can? Just double that.
Yeah, I can tell you that the bulletproof vest you're wearing,
Yeah.
25 pounds.
Wow,
Jesus.
that is extreme.
That's like my amplifier. It's like carrying around a big ass guitar amp.
That sounds really.
on your chest.
Yeah. I've done it before. That sucks, man.
Really, really careful.
Actually, you know what? I'm just.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. I'll hold it and you just put it in there. I'll hold her open. I'll spread it for you.
This whole night.
Yep.
This whole night.
This is innuendo and lewdness
Pun.
Thank you everyone for watching. Whoever else actually did watch, highly doubt anybody.
Whoever didn't turn off after like the first hour of our insanity.
Well, after the first innuendo, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. This one as well.